Welcome to game.
Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive, where as you can see, I've replaced Matthew with a brand new co-host for the live stream. She's a lot prettier than the old co-host, but she's going to do an awesome job. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yay!
Hello everyone, I'm Matt 2.0, new and improved.
New and improved. Longer hair, blonder hair. It's all really exciting around here, except that I left my, there we go.
All been asking
Oh,
for
geez.
is for Matt to grow long blonde hair, so here
Whoop,
it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it
someone
is.
didn't turn off the
request,
volume.
I know, I didn't turn off the volume on my computer. The requests have been granted. Matthew is now a girl and awesome.
Wow, an awesome. Yeah, was that the request?
Is now
for me
an
to be an
awesome girl. No,
Don't mind me.
actually, unfortunately, Matthew's still here. No,
mind
I'm
me.
just kidding. Matthew and Skip have been hanging out down on the carpet. They've been having a little manly bonding time down there. It looks very manly.
Yeah, the girls
can see.
have the couch today. The boys have the carpet. Yeah, and the rat skippy.
So what actually happened?
He's
is
like,
we
all
He's
right,
like, get me out of here. Get me
Oh,
out
no,
of
he's
here.
like, I want the other side. He wants to spoon the other side.
There we
so
go.
much kitty spoon today. Hey, kitty spoon. Aw.
Oh,
Poor
man.
cat.
He loves
That
loves,
poor cat.
This poor cat. I feel bad for
He's-
you guys on the couch because this rug is incredible.
So today you can see we're all cleared out here. We got no coffee table going on, which can only mean one thing.
We're dancing.
Motion control gaming. Yes.
Except we're not dancing. Today we're simulating jobs.
Yeah, actually today we're getting really serious, everybody.
Skeep, I have to go do a show now,
I don't
okay?
do serious.
I have to go do a show now, okay?
Yeah,
Well, you
okay.
came to the wrong place.
Oh no, this
'Cause
is not what I
GT
signed up for.
GT Live is so serious.
All right.
We are getting really
wrote to
serious
me.
today. We are all getting jobs, everyone. Now
And Chris's
we
job
have
is to make it
jobs.
focus. There
Yeah,
it is.
there
There's
it
that
is. Come
focus.
on, Chris. You can
Yes,
do it,
Chris.
man.
So we're here. Wow.
Chris.
Chris.
Chris, are you kidding
Someone's
me
going to
right
be
now?
looking for a job soon if that's the
I
focus
know.
job you're doing,
Who
buddy.
needs to be playing this today?
No, so today we're joined on the couch by Astronaut Abby.
Astronaut Abby.
Who, if you haven't seen it, we did a video. The two of us.
Yeah, sadly Steph wasn't there.
I was
but-
Steph
not.
missed
It's
out.
okay. I missed out on space camp for the day, but I cheered them on from the sidelines
Abby and I-
remotely because I wasn't even there.
Abby and I hung out at Space Camp for an Oculus Touch game called Lone Echo. She taught me all about her life as an astronaut in training.
It sounds really
Aspiring
exciting.
Astronaut. I'm not officially in
Aspiring
training
astronaut in
anywhere
training.
A super duper mostly astronaut.
No, can't you technically be called an astronaut in training? Just because, like,
Your whole life is training for what you're doing
right?
next.
Because, right? You're like, I'm training to be a good YouTuber.
Right?
It's never gonna happen, but I'm training for it.
yet. It gets really touchy when you're working with government organizations that actually
Jason,
government.
Jason, what are you doing? Can someone Chris,
What are
please,
you doing?
please,
What are
Chris.
you doing? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get left and right. There's a hot spot.
Also, I'm sorry, Matt. what
I know
happened to
he's
your
just.
curtains?
I had to. I couldn't resist. He's just like creeping over there. He's like creep,
I peed
creep,
on the
creep.
curtains. Sometimes you gotta go. you
I know the live stream sometimes runs
streams go long,
long. You
and
know,
she's
it's
judging
hot
us.
in here. No, that was from
It's a judgmental worthy thing.
that
I
was
think.
from our bottle flipping live stream actually,
This
where
is to commemorate us crossing 1 million subscribers. We
yeah.
thought we would celebrate it by staining our
It's
curtains.
a permanent reminder.
It is.
It
It
is.
is
Of
of the
multiple
fact
people
that we
out
have a
there.
It's like everyone contributed to that stain on the carpet on the curtain.
It
no, when we
totally
were-
has nothing to do with the fact that by the time the boys tried to get it cleaned, it was too late and the
It
stain
has
had been baked
nothing
in.
to do with that.
Yeah, sure, nothing to do with
No.
that.
Oh, they said it was doomed from day one. It's true.
Did they say it was doomed from day one?
Yeah,
He
they
didn't.
instantly,
I don't.
so-
Really?
I don't
Yes,
know.
they did.
All right. So
What
Did
crap
do.
curtains did we buy in the first place?
Chemically treated ones that are fire retarded.
Guess what? We treated
yeah,
it with
because
more
Chris
chemicals
keeps setting
called
the TriCaster on fire.
Diet Coke acid. The acid that burns my stomach.
Yeah, it's actually Diet
every
Coke
day.
that's on those curtains, and it's unfortunate.
We
we're-
might do like a festive.
I think we're gonna what we're gonna do.
style painting.
Yeah,
of it
we're
at
just
some
gonna
point.
lean
You
into
should get
it
some
and
normal
just
Coke on the other side
splatter
and
it
just
with a
go
bunch
for
of
it.
paint.
Just
We
go
don't
for it.
support normal Coke here, just Diet Coke.
Oh, I
Only
forgot.
Diet.
Diet Coke
So
is
anyway,
no.
sorry, real quick, going back
ice,
to
apparently.
us talking about governmental issues because that's super exciting.
What?
So Astronaut Abby here.
Go on, I'll
which-
I'll just
which
be
is
over
not-
here with you
Which
guys.
is not Astronaut Abby. It's also not Astronaut in Training Abby. It's Aspiring Astronaut to be Training Abby.
How do you?
right? Am I getting the official?
My title. That's what I sign all my emails.
Oh, man.
with.
Really catchy brand
That's
there, Abby.
What my
It is.
professors call me. It's
She's
don't
like
even
she's
get
like
me started
Daenerys
on pet
Targaryen.
names.
She has a lot of titles. She's Queen of the Andals, Mother of Dragons. She's astronaut in training,
Queen of
almost
Mars.
going to be
Ooh,
there
Queen of
and will
Mars.
conquer
Definitely call me
Mars.
that
I wanna
if
be
you
Queen
Yeah,
of
there we
Mars.
go. That'd be
Have you
awesome.
heard the term? Either of you ASCAN?
I did because you called me
'Cause I-
one.
What is
It's not what it sounds like.
an astronaut can do it? Yes.
Close. It's an astronaut candidate, and that's what they call astronauts for the first 2 years after they're selected.
Yikes,
Before
that's
NASA
a-
decides if they actually want to keep them or not.
That's a
They're just
feel-good
so-
title,
So really,
man.
but they're also
man.
astronauts. They have too many names.
Right.
And
but
they're
the
n-
official one is ASCAN. So
I thought the official one was astronaut in training.
no.
I thought the
You're wrong.
official one was respected human being. God,
You hear that? No, I'm
This
wrong.
is why we're friends, because I don't mind just putting them down. It's
smack him down.
So wait, are you saying that I can't call you an astronaut in training?
that is what I'm saying.
Can we call you an astronaut in training and training?
I'll go for that.
Okay.
But seriously though, okay.
Astronaut in training
The more
squared.
in-trainings
There
you
we
put on
go.
there, the better. It goes.
Nice.
I want to call her an astronaut in training because she is. You've gone to space camp. You've learned all about space. You work at various space organizations.
Eventually we're going
if
to
that's
play a
not
game here.
If that's not training for space, I don't know what is.
It is, but it just gets touchy because that word astronaut, it's really important to a lot of people that we keep it pure and that we keep it for the people who have actually become
Well, yeah.
Wait,
Sure. I'm not calling you an astronaut. I'm calling it. That's fine.
Man,
have you been to
Abby's in the
space? Yes.
hot
No.
seat.
Then
Abby's
you're
in the
not.
hot seat
But
here.
you can
Okay.
still be training.
Right, because
Like I was an actor in training at one point, and I was a director in. Stephanie was a chemist in training at one
I
point.
heard that Stephanie was a real chemist.
I was a real chemist.
Not just in
I was a
training.
But
full
she started
chemist.
as
Thank
in tra-
you. Thank
she-
you. High five. Yeah,
Training
thanks,
means that
man.
you are. Do you get this, right? I'm not crazy.
Hey,
here.
Matthew.
You understand this, right?
You look a little bit crazy.
Hey,
right
Matthew,
now.
You understand-
let's
it's
play-
rage hair. It's called rage hair. You get this though, right?
I think we
You
should
get
play
this.
some video games.
No, I think the internet should validate me as being right because I need to
Oh,
be right.
And play video games.
Because as we learned yesterday on the live stream, I don't take criticism well.
There's
right?
a lot of
That's-
things that I do right now, like learning to fly planes and whatnot, that could
Yeah, you know.
be training for other things. in
There we
life.
go.
So you're a pilot in
That's
training.
good. That's
That one
good.
you can, yes, pilot in training.
Wait, no.
Yes.
I can't call you a pilot in training, but then not call you an astronaut in
because-
training.
Yes.
Literally, the
Oh my
only
gosh,
reason
you're-
you learn to fly is to be a pilot. You can learn to fly to be a pilot, to do other things in life, but it doesn't mean you're automatically an astronaut in training just because you're learning to fly. Or
But
you
you're
speak
training towards
Russian
the goal
or-
of being an astronaut.
Yes, but a lot of the things I'm doing could go to other things.
Yeah,
as well.
guess what? If I'm doing hamstring stretches, I could be doing it to be a marathon runner or to be a gymnast. Whatever. I'm not telling myself I'm a hamstring stretcher in
Exactly.
training.
You're trying to narrow it in on being an astronaut, and I'm
Yeah,
telling you
because
that it
I'm
has to be
go-
wide.
Oh,
It has
Skip.
to be any
Hey.
of those
Hey,
things.
buddy.
Let's play video. Let's all spoon. Let's all spoon on the floor.
Oh, God. No, I'm out of here.
No,
Never
don't
mind.
leave
Okay.
one of the
Once
spoon.
again, this
Okay.
is not what I signed up
Okay,
for.
so
Correct.
this is not what Abby signed up for at all.
She's going to
but-
Mars.
So Abby in a
Long
few
story
years,
short.
yeah, get her autograph
That's
now.
true.
She's
That's
gonna go to
true.
Mars in a few years, but in the
Martian
meantime,
in training.
in the
There we go.
meantime,
No, done. No, you're not a Martian in training. It's like I'm a pro Earthling. Done.
Did he just do like a new
Oh
age mic
my
drop? I think.
You're not
That
a pro
was-
anything.
Yeah.
Worst. Okay.
Come on
seriously.
back, Matt. Pat.
So
Sit down.
So in the event that Abby, so here's the philosophy of today's stream. In the event that Abby, whatever mysterious job she's training for, doesn't pan out, we're putting her into VR to train for other jobs because apparently she can't aspire to be an astronaut since no one is an astronaut in training. You're
So-
an ass-can.
Askans are astronauts in training by a different name.
Great, I'm an ass-can too. I feel like an ass-can right now.
Ascan without
I'm just
the
I'm just an ass in general. So anyway, hey, welcome to live stream. Hashtag GTLive. Use it. It's a thing. It's behind my head.
So
This way.
everybody needs a job. Some of us will be astronauts, but for some of us, we will get kicked out. We will never progress past the ass-can status, and NASA will give us the boot.
Stephanie, technically you're not an ass-can.
Oh my gosh, can you? Oh my God.
I'm trying to. Abby told me that I have to be government correct.
If for
The
whatever
government is
reason,
watching.
NASA gives you the old boot, you have to figure out something else to do, which is why we're trying out a lot of other jobs today with Job Simulator.
So we're throwing Abby,
That's what we're doing.
who has done VR once in her life, into a VR headset to do VR twice in her life.
Yes.
And so we can all laugh and poke fun at her.
That's about what happened last time.
Don't
so
worry.
that's fair.
You're just giving me a break for the day. They do this with me all the time.
I was actually more supportive of you last time because it was, you know,
my first time.
it was
You
your
were-
first
yeah,
time, but
you
now
were
that you've
quite
done
nice.
it.
Now you're just gonna make the bird fly.
I also
Yes.
played.
Fly,
I also
bird,
played
fly.
the
Except
game you guys
you're
played.
a bird
which
in
was
training.
awesome.
Except now you're going to be a bird because you're going to just fly. And if you fall, then you'll just be a bird that
A bird
died.
can.
Dead. Bird can. Bird can.
There we
Bird
go.
can't.
Ass bird.
Ass bird. That's an assistant bird.
Astronaut bird.
No! How dare you
Totally
take the
different
sacred
directions
name of
on there.
astronaut?
That was.
Or
I bet
bird.
There's been a bird in space at some point.
Who wants to go first?
Everything from like rats to jellyfish, like it's all up there.
Has a bird been in space?
Hell if I know.
That's why you're not an
It's
astronaut
the
in
first
training,
question
Abby.
on the
Maybe-
test, Abby.
Yeah,
It's
have
the
their
first question.
circle the following animals that have been in space.
I was more interested in the jellyfish. That's a lot cooler than birds. Just gonna put it out there. Fight
don't
me
know,
on it. Fight me.
Do you even
Fight
have
me
to
on
put
that.
them in?
I'd be curious to see if a bird can fly in like
Wait.
microgravity.
I have a question. actually.
But can a jellyfish swim in microgravity? That's the
That
other
was
question.
actually-
Jellyfish can float. Stephanie,
Guys,
yes.
Seriously.
Sorry, Steph. What's up?
So you're super
So, Matt,
interested in
the other day-
No, stop it! Stop it! Give me my microphone back. Yes, Stephanie.
Play the game.
No,
Play the
Stephanie,
game.
please. I value your opinion.
play
Please
my
tell
opinion.
me.
You want to know my opinion? I think we should play the
I
game.
don't know if we do.
No, what were you gonna say? You had something
We
the other
should-
day.
no,
The
we
other
are
day.
playing-
Dot.
we are
The
playing
other day.
the
Dot.
game.
Dot.
My
What happened
question
the
was
other
about jellyfish in space.
Yeah.
My question was about jellyfish in
Always
space.
fun to talk about that.
So she's super interested in jellyfish in space. If you take a jellyfish into space and you put them into microgravity and they're inside, but they're in water when you let them like go into gravity, do you actually even need to put them in a tank? Or will they just float in like a bubble of water?
They theoretically would just float in a bubble of water.
See,
actually
that's
legit.
awesome.
Yeah, have you
pretty
ever
cool.
seen those videos of astronauts like drinking water?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah, and you
bubbles?
just like,
Yeah.
and they just
So you
like,
don't
they
need
just
a
like
tank.
grab the bubble out of the
Just-
air.
sorry,
you don't
do-
need a tank; it's just
sorry.
like right there.
Sorry, what do they do, Stephanie?
They just.
Oh yeah, they're.
That's exactly what they do. It's exactly
It
the
doesn't
sound
work
they
if you
make.
don't use the sound.
Right? If you don't, it just
Can
it goes everywhere.
guarantee
In
that.
space, no one can hear you.
Ow!
That's it. So anyway,
Can we play the game now?
no.
Oh.
Come on, I want a job.
I
I
know.
just want a job. I'm just an undergrad student who wants a job.
Okay.
Give me a job.
Oh man, that's
Even if it's VR.
this is getting
Even if
getting
it's
real.
a virtual job.
This suddenly got very real.
So why don't we put Abby into
Okay.
the Oculus, and I will tell everyone how to engage with the stream. If you would
Here,
like to
put
ask
on your
any
Oculus.
space or
Go for
astronaut in training questions to Abby during the stream,
Skip.
Skip.
He's like, no, my cord. Stop taking my cord.
here we can help make sure it fits and stuff, and she's okay. Okay,
She's a pro.
cool.
Look at this.
She's got it
I
down.
know what I'm doing.
Good. Fine. Do it then.
Oh
You
my
can-
God, I don't see anything.
You can take
Oh,
questions
so look
to her.
look who said she
Oh,
knew
man.
what she was doing and then
Okay.
does it.
Headset on?
There we go.
What?
Do I need the headset?
We'll
Yeah,
put
you
it. We'll
have
put it
it.
on you after. You take those, and why don't you put the headset?
No,
on?
she's got it. She's not a VR in training. She's a VR, pro. Period.
Pro.
That's it.
great.
Pro.
Great.
Hashtag GTLive. Use it. Stephanie will be on Twitter today. I promise. There it is.
Yeah, there it
These
is. There it
headphones
is.
that I can't hear Matt anymore.
Wow. Man.
Do you want some aloe vera for that burn?
Ooh.
Ooh, that was cringe.
Yeah, that was.
I know.
I felt some cringe there.
So
Matt,
you can
do
also-
a flashback to-
You can also send your space-themed comments and questions to hashtag GTLive over on the Twits. We'll be over there today as well. So
You might wanna
we're
flip
going to
your
be
hands.
switching
Wrong
out.
hands on.
See,
It's okay.
Step one.
It's
Do a video
okay.
game like this.
beautiful. It's
There
it's
is-
a choice. It's
It makes
a
it more
choice.
challenging.
Yeah,
I think
like
it like ups the gameplay. So send them over to the Twits or in the chat. You know the drill. And we'll be taking turns rotating out, picking our job. So the question is, does Abby get to pick her own job, or do we, as us on the couch and you guys in the chat, get to pick her job
Oh,
for
we pick her job for her. She has no control. It's,
Ooh,
Be
okay.
good to me, guys.
All
The
right.
economy is hard. You
So-
gotta take whatever job's given to you by the masses of people watching you live.
But we know she's got the astronaut skills.
We don't though.
With a
It could be
Z.
pilot skills. It could be generic hamstring string stretcher skills. Could be random factoid, like could be bar trivia skills. Steph, you don't know.
How's your bar trivia skills?
She's a bar.
Decent.
Pretty good, yeah.
Bar
awesome.
trivia and
Awesome.
trainer.
Okay.
Speaking of though, please do take this opportunity to send Abby all of your space-related questions. One, to put her to the test, but two, because she has some really interesting factoids. Like, when we were doing that space shoot for Lone Echo, the thing I learned, well, like one of the coolest things I learned was that astronauts, when they're in space for too long, start to go blind because their eyeballs are no longer condensed. Like, they used to be squishy because we're used to being in, like, 1G of gravity.
Yeah, they get pushed down
and
a little bit.
so they're, like, ovoids. But then, in 0G, they slowly kind of, like, become spherical because they're loosening up. They don't have the G's on them anymore.
Really
and it
scary.
pushes on the back of their optic nerve, which causes them to start to lose their sight. Yes?
Yes.
Look at who learned his lesson!
I'm actually really proud.
I paid attention to you. You also taught me about, like, the puffy head chicken leg syndrome, which is, I'm a quick study.
We'll tell that one while you're in there. There you go.
So yeah,
So here's the thing, guys, is that I worked as the Earth liaison for an astronaut on board the International Space Station for 6 months, so I have a lot of first-hand knowledge, even though I haven't gone into space.
So you're an
You can send me
astronaut
questions
liaison.
about. Yeah, that's a good one.
So you're not an ASCAN or an astronaut in training, but you're an astronaut liaison.
Liaison and an aspiring astronaut. Send me all your space questions. I will do my best to answer them. And Matt Pat will make funny comments while we do it.
Okay.
Can I just show this off real quick? Sorry. Her face, me getting smacked with a VR headset. Look at her necklace. This is how serious she is about space. Her necklace is literally the individual
It's the planets, you guys.
You got an Earth and a Jupiter, right?
Wait, what happened to the...
What? What happened?
Wait.
Chris is
Are
like...
you wondering where Pluto is? Because so is the rest of our generation.
But it
Oh!
Wait, Chris is freaking out, right? Why are you...
If
Chris
those
Paul,
are
what's
on
wrong?
your necklace, then where are you going to put them
Why do you
back?
think we had a solar eclipse here?
Chris, you're
That
so
was
weird.
me.
Stole
That was
the
my necklace.
planets!
Chris, you are so weird sometimes.
Chris Paul is
Chris
so
Paul,
weird.
Why don't you go down and shamelessly capitalize off of the plight of Houston, like your brother?
Ooh.
What? Sorry.
Shots fired, man. Shots fired.
It's a shame. Sorry, I gotta throw it out there, okay?
Don't throw shade.
You know what I'm talking about.
Don't throw shade. Don't throw shade. Oh.
Wow. Go to.
Okay, wait.
I like how Skip is completely
I know.
unfazed at
He's
this
like,
point.
he's just like,
He's
whatever.
like got all these wires draped over him. It's like, welcome to the stream that never starts, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
we're
GT
going.
Live.
All right, we have some votes. We have some votes in the chat for what she should be. So we have to pick out her new means of employment because NASA gave her the boot. Unfortunately, her options are cook, car mechanic. We've got chef. So it actually seems to like it's between cook and car mechanic. Which do you consider yourself more adept at? Cooking fabulous meals or fixing cars?
Considering that I changed a tire for the first time like 3 weeks ago,
Ooh.
let's go with cooking.
Oh, we're gonna go with cooking,
I'm not
you
saying
guys.
good,
All right, Chef.
but it's
All right.
Chef
a
Abby.
little bit better.
Oh, Chef Abby.
Chef in training Abby.
Chef can. All right.
All right, enter into the VR space.
Okay. Yep. Go
All right,
ahead and
bye,
put
guys.
on
Bye.
your goggles.
What? There's a cat in front of
Whoa.
you. Just beware.
Oh, it's so cute.
He'll move
Maybe
if
I'm
you
a bit.
kick him too
I'm a
hard.
bit concerned about Skip's
There we
health
go.
and happiness,
There we
so I'm
go.
just gonna move you there.
There you go.
There,
You're
there
right.
it is.
You're
All
right
right.
there. Okay.
So, I don't know if you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Sadly, yes.
I'm sorry. Get ready for an hour of my voice. There you go. That's office worker. You don't want that. See?
Everyone's like, yeah, cook.
Okay. So gourmet chef, you're gonna shove that into the cartridge. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Watch out.
Alright,
Skip. Literally step.
Do I
No, it's
see
okay.
an
He'll move.
aspiring
It's
chef?
fine.
He'll.
I
Maybe.
vaguely know where Skip is.
He may move.
I'm sure he'll let me know if I mess up.
Can you hear the game audio?
Yes.
How nice. There you go. All right.
Hello, human. This is an
You are
accurate
there.
simulation of
And you
gourmet
should be
chef.
receiving instructions on what you have to do.
Oh
Yes.
man. Okay.
Pull lever when ready.
There
Great.
you go, Chef-O-Matic.
That lever?
Okay, so how's your experience with cooking? What kinds of stuff do you cook in real life? How prepared are you for this moment?
Toast.
Toast.
She cooks
I'm
toast.
a college student. That's about what I do.
Do you have a hot plate?
You can't have a hot plate in the
No.
door. What are you, a fire hazard, Stephanie?
What? I mean, what? Illegal illegal hot plates? Oh man.
We'll start by making some breakfast. Turn on the grill and let's get frying.
I don't trust Abby at all.
I don't trust
Say you
Skip.
don't trust me.
I don't trust Skip's
I
self-preservation.
can't even trust you to
Even
give
though
the same
humans
socks.
spend the
Look
entire
at her
night in a
socks.
state of low
No
power
peanut butter
consumption,
ice cream.
they still require food energy as
Wearing,
soon
like,
as they wake
a
up.
rainbow
Bacon
sock
and eggs
and a-
provide a high energy taste ratio.
No feet rule.
We do have a no feet rule that you clearly broke
Matthew.
I'm sorry that I brought my feet, Matt.
Matthew usually wears one sock. He actually has no room to criticize here at
He
all.
only wears one sock?
Often. It's weird.
Matt.
It's weird. I know.
Stop judging.
That's all
Oh,
I
we
do
got a
is
bacon.
judge.
We got a bacon.
Wait.
Bacon, bacon.
Okay, what are you making?
Bacon.
Oh.
That's it? Well, achievement unlocked.
Yeah,
Clap and a half
right.
for you.
Woo! Nice.
Thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh my god, these eggs are huge.
Ostrich
Oh,
eggs.
that
Whoa,
was-
there you
Get out of my
go.
head!
Done.
Get out of my
Alright,
head,
we'll serve it
Stephanie!
anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's burning! It's burning! Oh no! Oh no! Oh gosh!
I like that you're doing the
Oh.
pee-pee dance
I'm
right
gonna do
now.
Oh, that's such a that's not
was-
a good
that was rough. I
bacon.
don't
That's
think
a
that was
that's a
the-
rough looking bacon.
Your egg is
there.
burnt.
Oh no!
Hey, watch the cursing, ass
Sorry.
can.
Yikes.
Oh, you're burning the bacon!
Oh no! There's so much
Oh,
burnt
this is so
bacon.
hard.
Oh nice.
There
that,
you go, look.
That egg was only lightly charred on the outside.
Look
Oh,
at how
good
delicious
job.
that
Probably
was.
turn the water off because we're in California.
Oh, how conscious of you.
I know.
Man, look at her.
We shouldn't tell her about sprinkler time.
Yeah, she's not allowed to know about sprinkler time.
Is one of the most
Yes,
efficient
sprinkler
forms
time,
of human
where we
food.
help
Simply take some of your
irrigate
inefficient solid
California.
food and put it through the blender.
One,
Right.
one sprinkler head at a time.
One 5-minute sprinklering at a
Inefficient
time.
Solid food.
There we
What did
go.
you say to
Okay.
put through? Do we have a blender?
A blender.
You do have a
Oh man,
blender.
you're gonna have to
Oh,
find it.
Look at how pro she is in
I
VR at this
know.
point.
Look at this. She's all about it.
She's all
Oh,
about
no.
this. So for your astronaut training, you're not doing any VR training like this, huh?
No.
Do astronauts use VR at all in any of the training exercises?
Not yet, but I certainly think that they will in the future.
Ooh.
This is a really great way, as we saw with Lone Echo, to simulate what it would be like to be in space.
That's true. Actually, so we played Lone Echo on a live stream, and it was one of the best VR games I've ever played. It was awesome.
Roxas Chase on Twitter, at Roxas Chase, asks you, Abby, how hard is it to work at NASA?
How hard? Not super hard, actually, because there are a lot of jobs in areas that we never consider that you could be at NASA. You could be a publicist. We always think of the engineers and the physicists and the astronauts, but there's actually artists and publicists. And any
Artists?
job that you can imagine, you can do for NASA.
No way.
We need
That's pretty
thousands
awesome.
of people across the nation, really, to work for NASA.
Oh man. So if you're currently a bartender, can you bartend at NASA? Bartender
that was a
to
little
the
bit more rough.
astronaut.
That's you found the one thing that you
Oh
can't
shoot.
quite
Okay.
do.
All right. Okay.
Bartender in space! Space!
I don't know. I think that would make
That's-
space a little
hey,
bit more.
Right? Maybe that would be
appealing for
exciting.
some
Maybe
people.
that would be exciting.
Do you want a pro tip here?
Yes.
That's not a blender. Does that look like a blender?
Oh, that's
it's a
definitely a
kettle.
coffee
That's
pot.
there you go.
There we
it's
go.
It's a kettle.
I was wondering what she was doing there, but I was just trying to be supportive
Here.
regardless.
See, and this is the reason why we gotta prepare Abby for any other future jobs that she might be
We're
encountering.
just
Where is
making
the
sure
blender?
we're just making sure she's got all of her, ducks in a row. It's no problem.
I feel like most pilots in training should know the difference between a coffee
Yeah.
pot kettle and a blender.
Remind me, at what point in flying do you use a blender? Or
Breakfast.
a coffee pot?
The breakfast part of flying.
We don't eat breakfast in
the snacks.
Really?
No
In
snacks in space.
No
Aw,
snacks in
man.
space.
What do you mean there's no snacks? You're not going starving in space.
You eat your one meal and that's it.
Really? You only
No.
get one meal in space?
Oh man, I was about to say I'm
you
done
get
being
3
an
solid
astronaut.
meals a day. Does this have a top?
Are they
Just
solid
put your
meals or are
hand
they
in there, it's
freeze-dried
fine.
meals? Is that still a thing?
Freeze-dried meals? Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a great way to send stuff up.
Ooh, do you have
They
a
do get
favorite?
some, oh,
Whoa,
Looks
geez.
good.
If
Pour it
people
out
are going
into
to
a cup
try
and then we can
freeze-dried
serve it.
astronaut food for the first time, what would you recommend they try?
so people have actually eaten astronaut food because, almost everyone, because tortillas are a really common astronaut food.
No way.
Yeah, when
Wait,
you think
really?
about it, yeah, if you're in space, let's say you want to have peanut butter on some kind of bread substance. You would
Bread
originally go for bread.
Yeah.
Cool.
But-
Yes. I would skip the substance half and just go straight to the bread.
But if you can't have bread, you
Think
could go
about
for
what are the
substance.
problems with bread, though. What's wrong with bread in space?
Tea and
Moldy.
crumpets.
Moldy bread.
Tea is a traditional
is?
human
I don't- like,
beverage
over
consisting
time,
of
I'm
heated
sure.
water
I would think
and
that,
Like you would get like a
Let's
good
begin
solid
with
like
heating
5
some
days
water
out of that
using a
bread, and then
kettle.
the bread would expire.
No, that's actually quite accurate. Is that's one of the problems.
Nailed it.
No
Boom.
way.
Look who's an ass can.
That's not the only reason, but bread does expire a lot faster than tortillas do.
Yeah.
The real reason is that when you eat bread, it gets crumbly, right? And what happens if you get crumbles in space?
They stay in
you have-
space forever.
You have the
Just
delight.
float around.
You have the delightfully fun mini game of like floating around after them, being like, ah.
Right.
The
Until
same
they
thing
get
you
into
do
your
with the
own
water.
electronics, and then you
You're like a guppy.
Oh,
You're like a
no.
guppy eating space food.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it becomes like fish food.
It's like fish flakes.
Yeah. Oh, as fun as that
So that's
sounds,
a
I can see that
problem.
being kind of annoying. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
So they eat tortillas instead usually.
Wow.
Really?
Go-to bread source.
What if you
Now-
don't like Mexican food?
Sucks.
Oh.
You live
What?
in Texas before you become an astronaut, so that kind of solves that.
You have to take it. Yeah, you have
You
to
learn to
acquire.
like it.
That's
Maybe-
actually an integral part of the training. Is you have to acquire a taste for tortillas before you
Yeah.
go to space, right?
Ah!
I've heard that. Definitely heard that.
Yeah, that's a requirement. It is part of the survey that you get when
I
you
can't
start.
officially say that, but
do what types of food do you like? Mexican food, great, awesome,
Great,
all
awesome,
aboard.
done.
awesome, you're hired.
Now, I have to say, so Chris
Hold up.
in the room is a big fan of peanut butter sandwiches. As would you eat a peanut butter sandwich in a tortilla, Chris?
You should pour the water in.
I don't know.
Have you? Hold up.
Oh,
sorry,
there
sorry.
we go.
One second,
Nice.
Chris Paul. Abby, have you ever heated water in a kettle before? Again, like I know that you know how to fly planes, how to endure extreme G forces, and how to.
Does this go on the stove? I'm part of the 21st century. We just get our hot water from the
Yeah?
sink.
No stoves in the 21st century.
That's what the microwave oven was made for.
That's what the mic- how do they heat water in space, Abby?
It
Turn
comes
the
out of
faucet
it
to
hot.
hot.
Cosmic radiation.
Oh,
We-
cosmic
I'm
radiation
just gonna
heating
go ahead
your
and
water.
You hold it out
Oh,
the window of the
man.
space station, it just
Yeah.
gets hit with like
Gamma
solar
rays.
radiation.
Yes.
Your hand comes back glowing and green, but you're like, got my water.
And then you drink it, and the rest of you turns glowing and green.
Yeah,
Sweet.
exactly.
And then you
Just
get
to
like
radiate
Fantastic
yourself.
Four type powers.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
You get the power of invisibility and an invisible airplane.
That'd be sweet.
Jeez.
That would be sweet.
You're doing great.
Okay.
Doing great.
Is this how you...
So Abby's working on boiling water.
I think that... There we go.
Up.
Woo!
Up.
Woo!
up. Yeah!
Oh,
Curses!
the water.
This
So
takes wine.
her downfall has been coffee so far. Are you a coffee drinker? In
I'm a
real
coffee
life?
drinker. I don't do any of this tea nonsense.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Nonsense.
Hey. Hold no.
nonsense.
Oh boy.
I think I'm about to get kicked out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you're aware of what Abby just started, but this is the moment where I leave and let the girls hash it out. If you'll excuse me.
You know what? More tea for me. I'm all tea, no shade. Maybe a little shade if you don't like tea. I'm just saying. But no,
this is tea, take it.
I'm a big tea fan. It's okay. I don't begrudge anyone who doesn't do the tea. It usually just means more tea for me. It's all right.
That was a lot less dramatic than I expected it
It's
to
o
be.
I can't. You know, she's new here. You know, you're bound to make some mistakes. It's okay.
Is she pouring the
It's
water on the
okay.
bread?
I have
don't know.
no idea what she's doing.
What is she doing?
So
it says to make tea and crumpets.
Okay.
crumpets.
Bread and crumpets are pretty much the same thing, right? Like otherwise.
Tortilla and crumpets.
It's tortilla.
Crumpets from.
Tortilla and
Definitely.
bread.
So Chris, do you tortilla peanut
What
butter?
is this nonsense?
PB and T.
In
PB
a
and
dire situation, yes.
Have you
Because
done
it
that?
becomes a vessel.
Oh
for
my gosh, I
peanut
have a
butter.
whole
Wow.
other shelf.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
this is a crumpet.
Oh,
is
that's
this a crumpet?
That
Is
is
that
a
cheese?
No, that's
That's
the
definitely
delicious nooks and
crumpety.
crannies.
the
that's
crumpety nooks and
Is it an
crannies.
English muffin?
I mean,
Does it
similar.
count as a
Crumpets
crumpet?
and English muffins are very similar. Crumpets are a little spongier.
Really?
Have you ever had a crumpet?
No.
They don't have space crumpets.
We talked about this already. The only bread product you get is tortillas.
Well, maybe they should try crumpets because crumpets also don't crumble. Crumpets are very.
No, crumpet.
Crumpets are like
Crumbly.
sponges. They're like bread sponges.
Oh, she did nice. She did nicely there.
She
that
did a
was
solid
excellent.
pour.
That was. She's got hot water and a crumpet.
Is that everything?
So
Did
far,
you do it?
So far, it's hot water and a crumpet.
There was a tea bag in there at one point.
Oh man, teabag it.
Oh shoot.
Don't go
No,
there.
don't go there. What are you doing? What are
We,
you?
we
I
have
know.
young people
I
watching
know.
that.
Seriously, what are you?
Come on.
God.
Where did I
What?
get that tea in
Wait,
the
so
first place?
so I need to finish this line of questioning though. So since Chris has actually eaten a peanut butter tortilla sandwich, does that mean, like, he's treated tortillas in a way that he should have been treating regular bread? Does that mean he automatically qualifies as an astronaut? Are there a few other things he needs to do first, or is he good to go?
There's a couple other things involved
Okay,
there.
but they're probably
but
minor
he's on his
compared to
way.
that.
He's on his
Alright,
way.
that's good.
Pavel
First step.
Rundgren.
That's
Does
good.
anyone know where the tea is? Steph, you like tea. Where's the tea?
Wow.
I have sort of an internal sensor that just guides me to it.
I
through
figured it's like
ESP.
a spidey
Yeah,
sense or
I
something,
mean,
but for tea.
Yeah, it's exactly my spidey sense.
You got this,
Tell
Abby.
me what I'm hot.
Your water is
Where
getting
is
cold
it?
at this point.
Yeah, right?
Where is it?
I like that you're
know.
just slowly karate chopping around the kitchen at this
She's
point.
gonna find it. I have no idea where it is, actually.
Is it in the sinkhole? Is it in look deep into that sinkhole?
Do you know where it is, Matthew?
No, don't. Oh, you're.
Oh, there it is. It
That
was in there.
Definitely a cup of tea.
Oh, it was in
just-
there. There it is. Oh, there. Oh, maybe.
Take it. Take it.
Wait, what if you move the thing? Wait. No? No?
I think it wants more tea.
I don't blame it.
Man.
I mean,
You know.
All
I don't know why.
Boil away.
what sort of
Wants more
shoddy
tea.
restaurant is this where it's only like my cup's half full?
That's happened to me before. It's a bummer.
It's not even
It's
half
definitely
full.
a
Take a
bummer.
look at that. It's definitely a third.
Yeah,
full.
is that the sort of quality that you support in your restaurant,
If
Abby?
I ran a restaurant, everyone would be getting third full cups of tea, apparently.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Man, that sounds like an awful
She
restaurant.
just wants people to make sure they're not too well hydrated.
That is a cup of tea and a crumpet.
It sounds like either an
it.
awful.
Go.
Take it.
Hold up, look at the look at what you need to deliver. Let's go to the delivery board.
Okay.
What do you
is
got? You got
it? You got
Tea.
tea.
And crumpets.
crumpets. Ats, plural. Details matter.
Oh,
I'm sure
man.
details matter when you go to space too.
Nah.
More
If
crumpets?
you're off by a little.
Oi.
it's fi- Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Just breaking bottles of wine.
She's
It's
popping
getting
bottles.
crazy up in here.
Okay. It's all right.
Wow,
Okay.
That's,
that's
a lot
a
of
generous
crumpets.
portion.
They should
None of that worked.
accept this.
Oh man.
Maybe
At Squeakin' Cats is asking, can you drink coffee in space?
You can.
Ooh.
And there was actually a specific coffee cup that was made that allows you to drink it out of the cup rather than through a straw. Remember how we talked about how water forms bubbles and doesn't like to, like if you were to have a cup of coffee in space, normally it wouldn't flow down the side.
sure.
Well, this kind of coffee cup was designed and it has a particular angle between the sides that causes the liquid in it to cling to that side. So you can tip it and the liquid in it, the coffee will flow
No.
as if you were drinking a normal cup of
No
coffee.
way.
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yep.
That's
How does
really
It's
cool.
possibly the most important invention
How
on
does
the
that even
International Space
work?
Station.
That doesn't even make sense.
Science.
That's so cool.
This
hey,
is tea and crumpets.
hey, have you
Yeah.
It's probably the static.
here,
force of,
fill
like,
fill up the
right?
water all the way. No, all the way.
More water, more
Into
water.
the into
Fill
the
it
into
up.
the kettle. Fill
All
the
the-
kettle.
all the water.
Fill the kettle, fill the kettle, fill the kettle, fill it to the top. There you go. So now
Okay. Now what?
heat the water.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Look
Got
at it. Wait, look
Got
at it. See,
Yep,
it's
yep.
boiling. It's boiling. It's boiling. It's boiling. It's boiling.
Oh.
Boom.
Oh.
There
Okay.
we
Now.
go.
Like most beverages, tea
Now,
is best
oh,
optimized for
the
consumption by being
deliciousness.
similar
Here,
to
check the
tea.
board.
Crumpets
Check
also
the board.
require heat.
Oh, crumpets have to be heated?
Yeah. What
Oh,
do
you
you
gotta
got?
toast your crumpet.
Toast your crumpets.
Oh man.
Toast
okay.
those crumps. My
There we
crumbs.
go.
My crumbs.
That's
My
another
lovely
reason that you
lady
don't
That-
have
crumbs.
that-
crumpets.
nope,
in
nope,
space.
that's
Humans
not.
use
That's
devices
Don't burn
called
the crumpets
toaster.
though.
Okay.
Nothing is worse than a burnt crumpet. Literally nothing. Can you think of a single thing that's worse than a burnt crumpet?
No.
This is so
Definitely the
unsanitary.
worst. Maybe you
kind of
could.
heat
No,
thing
it's
puts their
unsanitary
crumpets
if
and
you
their
lick
toast
it. This is
together?
fine. This is just fine.
There.
Don't
Look,
ever
Oh my
do
gosh,
that
that's
Oh!
beautiful. That's
Holy
beautiful.
jeez.
Yay! Oh
Yay!
man, she's made 2 breakfasts.
Wow.
Yay!
It only took like a half hour to heat the water, guys.
That's
Guys, this is
awesome.
why I'm telling you, the
Clap and a half for
jobs
Abby.
are hard. Like, whoop, there are crumpets on the floor.
It's okay. 5-second rule.
So,
Let's try making some
so I
soup.
gotta ask.
As you
So
can
your
see,
goal
there are
is
several
to
different kinds we
be
can
the
make,
first
but they
person
all
on
start
Mars,
with
correct?
putting some water in the pot.
Pardon?
Ooh.
Your goal, be the first person on Mars?
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, that
I
sounds
want to make
good.
the first crappy breakfast on Mars.
Okay.
Nice.
That's a very
That's a good
specific goal.
That's a good. I like
Yeah.
that goal though.
So,
Great. Now
What
fill it
is-
with whatever kind of
what is
ingredients
the
you
next
want.
step for you? Like if I say I want to be the next, I want to be with astronaut Abby because at this point she is officially an astronaut. I want to be with astronaut Abby on that spaceship, going off to Marsland. What do
Yeah.
I need to do?
Oh yeah, what should people start doing now?
Education is the most important thing to become an astronaut, so you should definitely be focusing on getting your undergrad and then eventually master's and possibly PhD.
In what?
Yeah, what do you
In
study?
some STEM field.
Theater.
So something.
Not theater. That's
Not
not,
STEM,
a STEM.
isn't that what the
That's
T in
not
STEM
the T.
stands
That's
for?
not the T in STEM.
Science, theater, engineering, and math?
Which of these things is not like the other?
Math.
Math.
What?
It's the shortest.
Sure.
So
Are you kidding
what?
me? You put ingredients in and it comes out as a can?
That's awesome.
Truly, we live in the future.
What?
Smack the
Who
bell,
wanted
not the
that?
crunch.
Just like Mombot used to make.
Nice.
The 21st century.
So, okay.
All right.
So-
all right.
So, science, theater, engineering, and math.
Yep.
Yep.
Great.
Well, sure, we'll go with that.
Close enough.
Arrangement of
Close
organic
enough.
elements.
All right.
Humans refer to this
Is there
as
one
a
in particular that's
sandwich.
better than the others?
Not necessarily. We need, I would say that science and technology come close to one another as being better.
Okay.
But when it comes down to it, we really do need all skills in the journey towards Mars.
Whoa.
Right, but who cares about their skills? I want to be I want to be cryogenically frozen in a tube and then
And
woken
shipped
up
out
by
to
Chris
Mars?
Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence on my way
I
to
know.
Mars.
Why?
Wow, Steph, you should
Why?
talk to him about
I
this
know.
at
I'm
some
a little
point.
bit concerned about you.
Are there any knives in this?
He just wants to be
kitchen?
woken up by Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Can you
here.
blame
It's
me?
just- it doesn't even matter if you're on your way to Mars, does it?
I just want yeah.
No, apparently it's just
So
You like Star Lord?
So when I was
Sorry.
in, so my undergrad, I studied chemistry, and then I did basically cancer biology for a master's degree. Am I on my way
Oh.
to becoming an astronaut?
You are. You would still have a lot of school ahead of you, though.
Oh, never
but
mind. I didn't
cancer
want
studying
anymore.
is a great field towards becoming an astronaut. Because,
Wait, really?
Yeah, because that's one of the things that we study in space is how can we produce medicines for the future, and also what effect do things like, oh my god, the avocado just split.
Oh, that was more exciting than becoming an astronaut.
It's like
Right now it is
and in the
avocado.
future, we will have astronauts who have cured cancer from space.
Avocado.
Ooh, the avocado split. Did
You
I
just got
scare
it right,
you?
you
Did I
got it
startle
right.
you?
A little bit.
Maybe
Skip is still like stone cold passed
in
out on the
space,
floor
you also
down
need to
there.
be prepared for the occasional jump scare.
The every now and then Matt Pat.
the occasional Matt Pat.
You
Why
need to,
is
you
this
need to have the
happening?
occasional skit in space as well,
It's true.
Absolutely.
which is where that theater degree comes
The
in.
occasional Chekhovian seamless.
You need some like stand-up improv comedy going on the International Space Station. That's where that T is really right in that niche.
Right, people need entertainment on the space station, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
okay.
you do like a little stage play. Father, we
That's
need
cool.
to sow the cherry orchard. Oh no, my
Instead, go to the stars.
What?
I was trying to turn it
That
into
is from No Chekhov.
I
play.
was trying to turn it into a space-themed play. I was
Yeah.
trying to go from Chekhov's gun to Chekhov's starship.
Oh, okay, that's fair. The only Chekhov play I'm intimately familiar with is the Seagull.
Matt, you're intimate with the seagull?
Oh man,
Yeah.
whoever wants to be intimately familiar with a Chekhov play. Oh.
I'm
Good for
a
you,
Russian
though.
major.
Good for
Excuse
you.
me.
Oh,
sorry.
that'll do it. That'll do it.
Sorry, this
I'm just
bears
gonna go
mentioning.
ahead and call that a sandwich.
Whoops. Oh, you
That's a
booked it. You
sandwich,
went to
right?
Oh yeah, that time I took my pilot's license. Hashtag humble brag. Oh yeah, that time when I was a Russian major.
Right?
We got
Right.
it, yeah?
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Go say something fun in Russian.
I wonder if we have any people in Russia in the chat. So, because we do have an international audience.
Holy
Yeah.
jeez!
What?
Give
What?
it a shout
Oh my
out,
gosh.
guys.
No, hold up.
Hello, neighbor.
She knows Russian.
Oh my
Duh.
gosh, we can
Yes.
get her to translate "Hello Neighbor." Yes.
You know, we have found your true purpose, which is to
It's
help
not
us.
in the kitchen.
I mean, way to bring it to the sexist level, but that's fine.
All
I'm just
right.
saying that I came to Matt Pat's studio and he put me in a kitchen.
Aw,
You put yourself in the
man.
kitchen.
Actually,
You-
the chat definitely put her in the kitchen. The chat.
Guys.
Nobody
Guys,
puts Abby in the
come
corner,
on.
Guys.
but they do put her in the
Puts
kitchen.
occasionally in the kitchen. That's okay. It's okay.
No, but so one of the games that we just released a game theory about yesterday, and is one of the like most contested, like what is going on in this game
Games.
things right now. keep trying to juggle. Is
I am. I can't even do it in real life. I don't know why I'm trying in VR.
You're trying to show off. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Is the thing is, it's called Hello Neighbor, and there's all these hidden messages. Yes, karate chop it to death.
Karate chop it?
Okay, look.
Ladies
when
and
I can't
gentlemen,
handle something
first
in
woman
the
on
game,
Mars.
That's the.
This is it.
This is it. Karate chopping an avocado.
You can do all things with avocados. It's.
Including karate chop them.
never
I
a
wish we
bad
had an
time to
avocado
karate
downstairs
It
that I
just
could
needed
grab.
to be like more tender. We do. We have avocados down
What
there.
is happening
Wait, we do?
with
Yeah,
this?
why wouldn't we have an avocado down there?
Can I go? Can Chris
Yeah,
go
you
get
live
that
in
avocado
California.
and we
Why
can try
wouldn't you have an
to karate
avocado?
chop it? Chris,
Shut.
is there actually an avocado?
Yeah, it's in the drawer. It's in the drawer.
Will you grab that avocado? We are about
in the
to see
refrigerator.
whether one can chop
Ooh,
an
look at that
avocado.
toasty tomato.
So
Maybe we need a knife here. Maybe we could use a
There
knife.
aren't any knives. That's the problem.
That's probably for the best in this scenario.
right?
That's-
I would be a
that's
concern.
true.
Yes, use the sharpened CD. Slice it with the sharpened CD.
It was a good idea.
Look,
I have
when
to
you're
say,
in space,
it was,
you have
it
to
was innovative.
be willing to try new things,
Everything.
even if they don't work.
Oh man, you're rocking out to some pure disco.
Oh yeah, pure disco.
That close.
Okay.
There you
Wow,
go.
good
Well,
job,
according
Sean.
to
Hold on.
to Matt Damon, this is the music for space, right?
That is
Yeah,
true.
that's it. That's it. Let's see.
But anyway, this game
Look
has a
under
lot
the
of
sink.
Russian
People
in
are
it.
suggesting you look under the sink.
The game.
No? Okay, the game does not have an under the sink, guys.
Nope, there is
Seriously.
no under the sink. Maybe under the microwave?
Under the sea.
Look at the sink and switch it. Oh, okay, sandwich. Oh, switch it to sandwich. See what happens. Because you're supposed to make a sandwich, right?
When did the sandwich button get there?
There we go.
I think it has
Hey,
always
look at
been
that.
Was it always there? That's
Oh,
outrageous.
sandwich stacker. No,
Because we really
way.
do live in the 21st century.
Right? This is amazing. Stoves and
The
everything.
future is now, ladies and
Bloop.
gentlemen. So,
Bloop.
so anyway, if
What is
if
this
everything
thing?
falls through, we'd love to have you
Nice.
as a member of the theorists, and you can help us translate the absurd Russian things that we
Yeah.
have to do.
There we go. This is
Is
looking
that
great.
my alternate job in case everything else?
This doesn't seem to be your calling either, so maybe that's.
I have to say I'm not
I'm trying
excelling
to cut
at.
down on gluten, but that looks
Here,
pretty
Matthew.
sandwich.
Wait, but in all seriousness, can we pull up like some images from Hello Neighbor and have her translate them?
Here's an avocado.
Oh, great. Here we go. Watch
but
out for the
they're
actual knife that's
scrambled. But
behind
they're
you.
scrambled
There's
letters.
an actual knife behind me.
No.
Oh.
Of course, there's not.
Bummer.
We're not going to give you a stab and a half. I swear.
So wait, it's not Halloween yet. We can't start using that. So are you?
I'm
please
chopping
don't-
it. I'm
please
chopping
don't
it the way
do
that Abby wanted me
Oh,
here. Watch.
Oh, God.
Is there an actual knife behind me?
No.
No, I'm chopping it with my knife hand.
With your knife hand.
Here, I'm gonna pull an Abby and chop this avocado. Ready? Welcome to one of those bad ideas on GTLive moments.
Yep.
Maybe we can add this smear onto the curtain, and it could be a nice counterpoint to.
You know what? As far as things to be called an Abby, chopping an avocado is not a bad one in my opinion.
There we go.
Chopping an
That's-
avocado with
it
a
could be
karate
worse.
chop, it might be. Here we go.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's specifics.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2.
Vintage vine.
Didn't.
Something
You just
happened.
dented my avocado.
I told you it would work.
Come on. I was gonna. I eat those, you know. God.
Whoa, wait a second. Before you plate that, did you realize?
Oh my gosh, it worked.
Avocado meat pie?
Sort of. You just sort of popped it. You didn't really chop it. You just more popped
Better
it.
slip this on the plate too.
California
Are we
fresh.
bribing people?
What?
I swear I just put $1 on that plate.
Oh really?
It's like butter
wait,
avocado.
wait. Did someone tip you?
Sorry, we're just having snack time over here. Don't worry about it.
Are you eating the avocado that you karate chopped?
We are, because
Good.
karate chopping was effective. Way to think outside the box, Abby.
Oh!
Yeah, she got it. She
Oh, I
got
told him so.
it. Okay, wait.
I was gonna say I told you so on that.
You're so right.
Poor Abby has been like trooping through this. I think we should give her one. So if you finish your current assignment that you've got right now, then I think we should switch out, and either Matthew or I should try and get a job.
This is a-
because
this is-
we're lazy bums.
This is a
They
delicious.
are lazy bums, guys.
This
I
is a
think that
delicious
that's
avocado.
not even a tomato.
Really, is it good?
It is. It's quite fresh. Yeah, it's great. It's a good avocado. Chat, let us know. Pro avocado or no cado? Pro cado, no cado.
Procado or no cado? Oh man.
I'm pro
That is
cado.
good. That's nice. I'm
My
totally
my
procado.
parents are in town, From Ohio,
Delicious.
they are no-cado.
They're
Yeah.
no-cado? Is anyone actually no-cado?
My parents. That's
Wow.
exactly what I just said.
Okay.
Actually.
Yeah, but I
I'm
don't
no
believe
Cado.
you because how can you be no-cado?
Wait, hold up. What was that, Jason?
I'm no Cado.
You're no Cado,
No
Jason?
Cado.
How are you no-cado?
No Cado.
Tell us your anti-cado-ness.
I am anti-Cado
Oh my God.
because it's like the food equivalent of watering down whatever you're eating.
What?
It like
It adds
takes
creamy
flavor.
deliciousness.
No, it just dilutes the flavor of whatever you have it with.
We are
You're just
almost
really
there.
stuffing that avocado in
Combining
your
the
face. It's
bread
really
with some
weird.
cheese
So
and microwave
I
to
don't know.
save
I
all
disagree
material
because a
requirements.
well-seasoned avocado on a sandwich or on a salad adds like I actually will put avocado on a salad and then not even use salad dressing because I think it adds so much.
Creamy richness.
So there.
Doesn't it
You don't
add
even
like
need ranch.
healthy fatty acids or something
looks
like
like
that?
enough to
Isn't-
support
Aren't
the
avocados
facilities.
supposed to be healthy for you?
Okay, so
There's
most
a lot of things that are healthy for you. though.
most people in the chat are
Yeah, but
pro
avocado is
Cado.
like one of the ones that like
They
doesn't
should be.
suck.
Yeah, as they should be. As they should be.
All right, I think it's time for one of you guys to.
All right,
come in
Matthew, are
here,
you getting the job or am I?
And hopefully you're gonna.
I'm just
do
eating
it
my
well.
Here,
avocado.
I'll get a job. You man
Oh,
the
it freaks me
chat.
out. Oh my God, you guys.
We chopped an avocado. What? Did you think we were lying
That
about
was a lot
chopping?
of hard work.
He's
Can I have
just
some
like-
avocado now.
Yeah,
Here.
please. No one's
Fresh-
paid that half.
It's freshly
There you go.
chopped.
Freshly chopped.
Freshly chopped
Here,
avocado.
Karate.
Here, you can take over this microphone. I will
Thank
take
you.
over your. I'll take over the headset. Skip will continue to sleep on the floor. There we
Here.
go.
Here's
Best of luck, Skip.
Have some
Alright.
avocado first off.
Okay.
Really
So-
hot in here.
It's
Yeah.
very hot.
Oh
Do you
my
need
God.
another water?
No, I think I still
Yeah, there's
have my
water over
over
there.
here actually, and this avocado is nice and cool. So
Right?
all you
Oh
know
my
cons-
gosh.
One of the
Okay.
other tremendous benefits of avocado in a daily diet,
All right,
guys.
hold on.
Just have a tomato instead. That's more refreshing.
No, you can't replace a avocado with a tomato.
On Twitter, at Game152Hero says, I am no Cado. That is sad.
Aw.
God, I'm
Kieran
sorry for you.
Simpson, at Simpson Kieran, says, this is my first live stream. Can I get
Oh,
5.5?
man.
You can.
Woo! Hey, can one of you guys direct me on how to get out of here so I can try a different game?
You should
Uh,
probably use the door.
Your left thumb.
My left thumb. Yes.
Left thumb.
Left thumb.
Ooh.
I
Below
know
the
right
joystick.
from left.
The button below the joystick. Oh, almost
Uh,
had it. Down.
How is it that karate avocados
This
taste
one?
better
Oh,
than
this.
Right?
avocados?
I think it's because by me karate chopping the avocado, I
Great.
actually like.
Ooh.
You
Whoa.
released the
I
flavors.
ate
I
my
did.
burrito of escape.
Similar to when you hammer a piece of meat, you
Is
know?
that a thing?
Yeah, it's called
Oh my
Tenderize.
gosh, I've been
tenderize.
imagining
Yes, thank you.
tenderize.
For whatever
Yeah,
reason, I couldn't think of the name. Yeah, when you tenderize, so I tenderize
So
the
not
avocado
only do
for
you
you.
meat eaters like
You meat eaters, as
butcher
in
your meat beforehand, but then you also stab it afterwards.
Then you
with
gotta
a hammer, like-
continue the karate chopping.
it's,
Yikes.
Wait,
don't you
Matthew, I
need to
need
eat
I need a
space?
job. I need a job.
Don't you hold up? Don't you need to eat meat in space?
Meat is actually a really inefficient food, so no.
Omnivores.
The answer would be no.
Welcome to humanity. We're omnivores. Hey,
Space is gonna be for the vegetarians, just saying.
Whoa!
Actually, I'll change
Throwing
that. Mars
down.
is for the
Throwing
vegetarians. So
Mars is for the vegetarians.
mhm.
Wow.
Mars is for
Okay.
It's so hard to produce meat. Do you know how hard that is?
Not if there's people there.
Soylent Green is people.
Jason!
Human flesh is delicious.
Oh,
Pointed out the
Jesus.
obvious.
We've discovered a whole
Jason, have
new
you read
side of
Seven Eves?
Jason.
Have you read Seven Eves?
Have I read Seven?
Yeah.
Eves? No,
It's
I
a
have
book
not.
that came out recently where they resort
Office
to
worker.
cannibalism.
Do office
See?
worker.
There you go.
Office worker?
Do
Yeah.
office.
We've never done
I mean,
store
it's-
clerk. Oh,
Ooh.
really?
Oh,
Did
no,
the chat
just
vote
over
on this?
population
Did the
right
chat
now,
vote on
just
this?
saying.
Oh no, you can do store clerk.
That's getting a little too real, Jason. What's a
Store
let's
clerk.
not do that.
Slushies and hot dogs?
Okay.
A convenience store.
So, couple things. First
Whoa.
off,
Okay.
this is an
Oh my
important
gosh.
question. So first off,
Uh-oh.
Deanna.
Oh, no.
Humor.
Answer then.
Welcome
at
to an
Deanna
accurate
_donuts
simulation
on
of
Twitter says,
Convenience store
Abby,
clerk.
do you need some
Take a
aloe
look at
vera
this
for that
board for
burn?
instructions
Abby has become my
and
favorite
grab a
guest.
ticket when you're ready to get started.
Awesome.
Thank you, Diana.
Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't encourage her. Matthew Godfrey on Twitter says he's
Let's
a no
open up the
cado.
shop.
Oh,
You can
well,
As well as
Matthew,
Moist Lava ain't no cado. There's a lot of no cados
I
on
can't
Twitter.
believe
we all
he's
have
no
time
cado.
to learn, so don't feel
Open
too
for
bad about
business.
that.
At Rosie Nut says watching Stephanie take a bite out of a whole avocado is the most jarring thing I've ever seen in my whole life. Dude, was that weird? How did you bite out of your avocado?
I don't
Steph?
know. I just took a bite of the avocado, Bloop.
But here, in more important and more
Bloopsy.
substantial questions here, Dominus
Bring it on.
What can
Inferni.
be more substantial than the way that Steph eats avocados?
Right?
This
I mean,
is-
it's a powerful bite that I
Oh,
have
right.
going
Apparently
on.
it jarred someone, so...
It's true.
And she
Dominus,
didn't even have to put it in a jar for that to happen.
Dominus Inferni says, are there any health conditions besides blindness
Oh my
and muscle
gosh.
degeneration that are
I would
caused by
like to purchase
microgravity?
Chips.
That is a very good question. And yeah, I mean, you have the bone deterioration, the muscle degradation, you
Could
have
I
eye
also get one of
problems,
those
you have
meat
what we
cylinders,
talked
please?
about earlier, which is puffy
Hot
head
dogs are
chicken
in the
leg
freezer.
syndrome.
Yeah, talk to me about puffy
Yeah,
head
what's
chicken.
that?
A little bit.
It's a lot of fun. It's what happens when your body is
Yeah.
used to.
So is it? Is
It's
it
a lot of fun
fun
for us
It's
to
fun?
watch, at
It's
least.
fun the way that you wanna just
Oh,
grab
no!
it.
Oh, my avocado pit! This is the pit. Literally,
Bloop.
this is the pit.
Bloop. Bloop.
That,
Look.
that is the
This
Look,
is
I'm,
the
look,
pits.
look at this.
There's only
I'm
one of
roasting
them.
these
Don't
hot
pluralize
dogs.
it when it's not.
Oh man,
Sorry.
This is the pit.
Stephanie, what are you saying about hot dogs?
I'm roasting them. Oh man, oh shoot, I'm burning them.
You burned it.
See, it's not as easy as it
You done got burnt.
I also hit
Burned a lot
someone
of
in the
food
face
earlier,
with one
it's
of
okay.
them.
Sorry, Stephanie, I got avocado on your new computer.
Oh.
What?
So you Christianed your new computer? With
Are you kidding? I got that yesterday. I'm not even. I am not even joking right now.
And this is the moment when Stephanie becomes an avocado.
I think it becomes more of a Matt Pat no.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's less about the avocado and more about the guy who is in charge of your computer right
It's
now.
2 in under a week. Come on.
Oh,
We can make it a
Right?
half of our
tradition.
ceiling
No,
just fell off.
you wanna tell Abby what happened to the last computer of
Why are
mine
you
that
raining
you
ceilings?
touched on the live stream?
This live stream is literal insanity right now.
Where
You
are
guys
the
didn't
hot
have to
dog
try and
buns?
scare me off the
hot
earth.
dog
I was
bun?
already
This is a
going.
Twinkie.
Oh my.
Where is the hot dog
Why
bun?
did the ceiling fall? What happened? The room is so egregiously hot right now. The room got so hot that it expanded too far and this thing fell out of
If
its
it was
like, hole.
expanding, it should have been getting
Wait,
like
what happened?
tighter and should have stayed.
The ceiling just
It
fell
would
apart.
have
The
been
ceiling
cracked,
Oh,
and then
expanded.
it
right,
was.
The ceiling
Oh, the
expanded
ceiling
faster.
also expanded.
But
the-
where are
okay,
the
that's
hot
fair.
dog buns? Where are they?
Poor Stephanie is trooping on.
So,
Oh,
Hey, how
The
about
big,
the, how
it's
about
the
the
big
drawer?
drawer that says
What
buns.
about that drawer labeled buns?
I reached into my buns and I got the dog and the dogs and the buns and okay, there you go. All right.
Acceptable.
Reach into those
Here.
buns,
Scan that so I
pull
can
out a
believe
long
it.
hot dog,
You
and
can
serve it
just
up to
hand
that
that hot
customer,
dog to me
Stephanie.
here.
That's for all you at home.
This bun is a
Little
this
burnt,
dog
toasty
is a
bun.
little yeah this dog's a little toasty.
You don't like a- you don't like a
your
dark
left
dog?
bun is
Here,
a
I'm
little
going
too
to give
toasty.
this to
Thanks a
you.
bunch.
Please
To
please ignore
finalize
the
the
fact that
sale,
it's
pull the
completely
lever on
charred
the register.
in
Hold
every
up.
way. I'm gonna wait, I'm breaking in the cash. Cha-ching! Oh
All
yeah!
right, here's your paper currency.
Wait,
Oh.
we
Oh, he gave me money. I'm gonna bloop. There we go.
need a second here, which is we
Don't
need to
forget to
stop
hand
making
over
fun
the
of
change.
the word bun.
Many
Because it
thanks.
means
Have
butt.
a profitable
What?
day.
No. Buns. Like this.
How are there so
Matthew,
many
how
people
is
in this
this a
room who
butt?
don't understand that?
How is this a butt?
You're literally shaking empty air at us.
How in the world? You can't even take this into space. How could you call this a butt?
I got avocado on my
It's
nose.
true, you
I
can take
apologize.
butts into
Just
space.
don't get it on my computer. I'm just gonna eat
In
this.
fact, I
one.
would
I'm just
hope
gonna
that
eat
you
this one
take
too.
your butt with you into space.
So, hold up. Talk to me about chicken butt syndrome. Puffy head chicken butt.
As much as I wish that were a real thing, it's chicken legs.
Okay.
It's
Talk.
what happens when your body is used to gravity, and so
It
your
was
entire
important for
life,
stores like
your
this to
body has
maintain
been
a
fighting
constant stream
against.
of customers, so that cashiers
Steph,
Just
have
getting
more
more
time to
avocado on your
contemplate the
computer.
rapidly approaching obsolescence.
I'm not even joking right now. If there's avocado on my computer, when this thing comes off, there's gonna be some problems back here. There's gonna be some problems back here. Hello.
Don't worry,
Oh,
the
geez.
avocado has been removed from your computer. So anyway, back to the science of space. Told to us by an astronaut in training and training and training and training.
It's fair. So you've been fighting against gravity your whole life.
Yes,
Your body is
true.
used to holding liquids down.
Okay.
It's pulling them
Yeah.
down to equalize where they are in your body. Or no,
What-
it's actually.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it
the
be
Earth
pulling it
is,
up?
You're right. The Earth is pulling down. Your body is fighting to cause those liquids to then go up the rest of your body.
Right.
When you get into space,
Yes.
suddenly you have a lack of gravity but your body is still trained to pull all of those liquids up with a force equal to what gravity is.
Okay.
And so all of the liquids in your body start to rush upwards in your first couple days in space, and they inflate your upper body so that you get a huge face. You're super bloated.
Really?
You
So
look,
it's
yeah, you
swole.
look totally gross.
Yeah, totally swole,
look
bro.
swole.
Totally
just like
swole,
this cup
absolutely.
of
It's like you've been hitting the
slushy.
gym every day, except it's a little gushier.
Ew, that's so gross. 'Cause it's all just
I
liquid.
hope I never
You're
say
just
that
like
word
you're
again.
just like one of those big Stretch Armstrong dolls, or like you're just like a big water balloon, basically.
And so-
Yeah,
and
you're
so
like
the-
a big water balloon, but then your legs don't have as much liquid in them, so they get teeny tiny. You skipped leg day. You should know
Wow.
to never skip leg day.
So, and just over time, your body equalizes?
It takes about a week, sometimes 2
Really?
weeks for some astronauts, but yeah, your body really quickly learns how to deal with
How much of a difference
microgravity.
are we talking about?
Like a pretty big difference, enough that it's funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Are there pictures of this online?
Oh, man.
Yes.
Wait, did
Really?
the
I
astronaut
guarantee
you worked
that there
for
are
in the
pictures.
International Space Station? Did they get this? Did you laugh at them
Oh,
secretly
I laughed
behind
so
their
bad.
back?
I didn't even laugh at them secretly. I laughed at them in public.
Really?
Wow! Wow! Here.
So does it look like you got like a bee sting or something?
Yeah, a little bit like that. It's a little less dramatic than that, but you
Okay.
definitely look like it's visible. You can
Really?
definitely tell
Oh my
which astronauts
gosh.
are brand new to space.
Were you just like, wow, hey,
So-
puffy head, or whatever? Is that what you did?
That's about how it went.
And their legs get super skinny
Their
then?
legs get super skinny, and their upper bodies get really...
I'm feeling a little
Wow.
weak today.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to fit into your skinny jeans this
Go to
school
space.
year, go to space.
There might be cheaper ways to do it,
My quarter.
like exercise, but you could also just go to space.
Also, Kitty May, at Kitty May 076 on Twitter. Can we get a clap and a half for Sherlock and Ginger? It's their first live stream.
Woo!
Sherlock and Ginger are two kitties.
Shouldn't that be 3 claps total?
No, just one clap to share. Clap and a half. Good job. Good job.
Thanks.
Also, let's see what else is happening on the twits.
Please never call it that again.
Wow, look at her. She comes onto our live stream and she starts telling us what to call the twits.
Well, here's the thing is that you're a little bit old, and I'm just trying to keep you up to date on the young people lingo, which is that, like, first off, no twits. No more twits. Yeah. Guys out there, let me
hold
know
up.
what you think about that. It's,
Did you just call me
What a
old?
kind young
I
human
could call you
you are.
Grandpa if you prefer.
Have a lovely day.
Grandpa?
Oh man, I thought
pretty sure I
yesterday's
see
Man,
stream
when
was
can-
about
when-
getting
when
back
can-
at the haters.
When can we launch you to Mars? Jeez.
That's my goal, is to know
Great,
people
go,
so much
right
that they
now.
just send me
I
to
think
space.
actually I think it's
Maybe just
the,
put her in
the
the cryo
twins-
tube.
The twins haven't caught on yet, right? Isn't that it?
What?
I think that's it. I think
Fine,
that's it.
fine.
Maybe it's on its way up.
Youngster Abby.
You can join my sister in the Send Abby to Mars Club. She's been a big fan of it since we were young. She's been like, get Abby as far away from me as you can.
What are the kids these days calling the twits there,
The kids,
Abigail?
here's
They're not,
a tip.
because
The
they
kids,
don't
they're not
exist.
on the
What?
twits.
I mean, obviously they're not on
The
the
kids aren't on the twits.
Guess
these
what?
days, I'm just
Guess what?
gonna
The
say
loyal
it.
GT Live viewers who are watching right now totally on the twits and are excited
Actually,
about.
yeah, we have
I
a lot
love all of
people
you who are out there on the twits. I'm just saying that
So what are you on?
statistically speaking, Twitter is less common among young people. You're burning your dog stuff.
So-
That's
They
a-
go
that's-
over like
That's
in
animal
seconds.
abuse.
So
Don't
what?
burn your dogs.
So what? Are you on Musically lip syncing to
I'm not
I Have a
that
Dream?
young. I'm not that young. I am in college.
Well, yeah, I would hope so, youngster Abby.
I know.
Then
Here,
where
let's
all
tell
the-
you. Let's tell
I
Abby
think
what the
Twitter has a lot
youngsters
of
are using.
validity
The
to
youngsters
it,
are
but
actually
it's just
using
not as popular
Musically and
anymore.
Lively.
Then what is it?
So they're not even on this
what should we be
platform.
using right now, Abby? What social
go.
media device should I be
I
using?
think you should definitely be on Twitter, but young
yeah.
people are more so on Instagram.
Yeah, how are we
and
gonna
Snapchat
curate people's
and
comments?
YouTube.
Yeah, great. How are we going to curate their comments on the Instagram? Hey guys, send us a picture with the comment and make sure you spam it so that there's a high likelihood that we see it on the Instagrams.
It's not
Whoa,
that hard.
whoa,
You just
whoa.
go and comment. You open up a comment stream on Instagram. You post a photo that says comment here, and then people.
Yeah, but
comment.
no one wants to interact with that. It's not a photo. Why would I put up
Why
a
did
not
this person
photo on the
just hand me
gram?
this banana?
Silly,
Oh
silly.
my god.
You and your absurd ideas. Maybe I'll do that. We'll try it out. Because actually Instagram does reward you for more engagement on your
Yeah.
Instagram account. So actually that would probably be more effective than trying to grow.
Oh man,
your-
she got really mad at me.
Theorizing
Yikes.
It's actually
Yikes.
true.
Are you
I mean,
social media theorizing?
I am
Come on,
social media
jeez.
theorizing,
Come on,
and from an
gonna be a new
optimization
channel, you
standpoint,
guys.
asking people to engage on Instagram would actually be a much more effective and faster way to grow Instagram than literally any other platform.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Oh, jeez. We've actually done stuff on Instagram before, but
for grandpa.
the problem is
Get on
actually
there.
refreshing it at a high enough rate.
Right? Thank you, Stephanie.
pardon,
the
what is
problem
it?
is refreshing it.
Really?
Hold on.
Right, Stephanie?
I'm letting you deal with all of that.
I think that maybe
I'm
you have
letting
an
the geezer
internet
talk it out
connection
with the youngster over here.
Sorry, I need to eat my soft foods since I'm grandpa over
Just
here.
don't
Is
drop
that why
it on
they
my
don't allow you
computer.
knives anymore? Is you have to avocado chop
Oh my
them because
gosh!
you're not allowed knives anymore with your
No, I want
lack of motility?
It's just my lack of teeth. My teeth are
I
falling out.
hate you. Give me sugar.
Stephanie, don't blow up the customers.
I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what she wants.
Or if you do,
Sugar.
at least make
She
sure
wants
they
sugar.
give you a good
I don't know
review
where
afterwards.
that is.
Prudence Thomas on Twitter
Slushy?
@Prudence0593. Why does a moon rock taste better than an earth rock?
I've heard this before, that geologists are apt to put things in their mouths. Like, that's the only science where you just ignore the obvious low-hanging fruit there.
Why does a moon
They-
rock taste better than an earth rock?
But like, in
Because
geology,
it's
you
a
can-
little meteor.
Oh
Meteor!
my gosh, that's sugar.
That was great. Clap and a half, Prudence. Clap and a
We'll
half.
give it to you. That was really good.
Unless you're Abby, in which case everything has to be vegan.
Has to be what?
All right.
Vegan, right? Vegetarian?
No, vegetarian.
Not
Yeah.
vegan?
Not vegan. I did that for a while. It's really hard.
She's training for a
I'm running a
marathon. Man.
marathon.
She
Do you
needs,
think I can?
yeah, she needs stuff.
Eat just the vegetables.
Whoa, money.
I gotta eat
Okay,
eggs, man.
here.
Come on.
Fair enough.
Do you know how much a marathon is?
Oh.
That's 26.3 miles.
Hold up. This is the most important question that we got on stream. Daniel Anderson, who has the catchiest Twitter handle out there,
You
at
lay on me.
314-159-265-3589.
You, good sir,
way to
are
play
a
it.
hero.
Daniel Anderson wants to know, if you fart in space,
Aw, jeez.
does it smell?
Aw, jeez.
If it smells on Earth, it's gonna smell in space.
Will
Aw.
it?
So Matthew,
That's
there's
your-
no escape. There's no
Unless-
escape for
If
you.
you have an atmosphere around you, it's gonna smell.
Right, because
Aw,
it's
man.
contained in the particulates.
And it's gonna be even worse because when you're in space, there's nowhere to go. You have to just chill out with that person's fart.
Really? It won't like just
It'll eventually go through the air cycling system, but like you have so few areas that you can go to. The living space is not very big in space, and so like when you're on the
so
shuttle,
you gotta go
have,
to
like,
the fart
one
room?
compartment.
If I'm in the International Space Station, it's like, hey, we have designated this room as the fart room.
I can't officially say whether or not there's a fart room.
But there
Right.
is!
It seems logical.
It seems like it makes sense, ladies and gentlemen.
Love it. I love that. Oh, shoot. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Wait, hold up. What else?
My,
What else have you
I'm
got
not
on that
equipped for
Twitter,
this at my
old
store. I don't
grandpa?
know what you want. What does
Okay,
it say?
here we go.
Display.
Ender Hawkeye at Ender Hawkeye wants to talk. Abby, when you're in space, do you have a set time to go to sleep?
Yes, you do. And it's actually difficult to sleep in space because, at least when you're in Earth orbit, because you get a sunrise and a sunset every 90 minutes.
Okay.
Because you're orbiting, and so you're, yeah.
Every
so you're just
90 minutes?
sleepy
Every
all
90
the time.
minutes. So your entire day or night is broken up by continual sunrise and sunset, so you have to wear an eye mask. Which,
Okay.
you just do. But yeah, you have a specific sleep clock that's set out for you because they want to always have a shift of astronauts awake
Sure.
on the International Space Station.
How many are up there at
In
any
case
given
something
point in time?
goes haywire. The ISS, the largest capacity is 9 that they've had,
Okay.
but they try and keep it at 6. That's
Okay.
where it's most comfortable.
Wow, only 6 people. And how long is a typical stay?
6 months.
Holy. So you're just
So-
hanging out with 6 people for 6 months?
6 months. Yep.
Jeez, it's
And imagine
it's like
on that.
Stockholm syndrome. It's like what goes on when you work at Theorist, isn't that right, guys?
1, 2,
Pretty
3,
much.
4, 5. I guess if we count Cat Pat, then that's 6 in this room.
Right?
So like, let's close the door
And
and,
we're
just
stuck
stay
for
here
each
for
other.
6
So,
months.
no human contact.
With only this one portion of an avocado left to eat for the next 6 months. Maybe Jason's idea is gonna come in earlier than we thought.
Eat the humans!
Eat the humans!
Cannibal!
Yikes.
So when it first off, and we talked about this, but I want to talk to it. That was a terrible.
We'll talk
terrible
about it
phrase.
again. How about
Oh my
that?
Let's try talking about this again. We talked about this when we were filming the video, and I want you to tell this to everyone because I think they'll get a kick out of this. So how far are we from being off to Mars?
That's what I want.
How long is it before astronaut Abby is setting foot on Mars red soil?
More, yeah, good question.
Thank you. I thought it was well phrased. Third time's a charm.
Yep, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Astronaut Abby will hopefully be off to Mars in the mid to late 2030s.
2030.
And that's because I want to be the first person on Mars. That's about when we're looking at for when we could send humans to Mars.
So you're
That's
saying we're only
pretty
like
awesome.
13 years away?
That's pretty amazing, you
At
guys.
the earliest, I'd say mid to late 2030s. So add a couple years on that.
Really though?
Yeah,
Man.
maybe 15 to 20 years away from putting humans on Mars.
What's the biggest hurdle right now?
The biggest hurdle is definitely life support systems. So
That's an
finding,
important one. I feel like that's probably a pretty
Shoot,
important one if
that's
we
not-
want life
That's not
landing
that,
on
like,
Mars.
yeah,
That's the biggest
that's
difference
not the
between-
extras, like the gazebo that looks over Saturn. You know, that one's gonna wait.
The
again.
gazebo's on lockdown. We got that covered. We got our priorities straight. The
Right?
life thing, though, that's a little
That's
sketchy.
questionable, yeah. So finding ways that we can have enough food, that we can cycle through all of the different needs that we have when we're in space, and that we can combat the medical difficulties that we have. So things like the eyeball problem
Yeah.
and muscle degradation, and even random cosmic radiation. So we can shield against the radiation that we know is there pretty well,
Sure.
which is coming from the sun
Yeah.
or other areas in our solar system. What's difficult to shield against is random bursts of cosmic radiation from other parts of the universe.
Huh.
That because it's random,
Yeah.
we can not always know when
Sure.
it'll happen. And so that can be really dangerous to astronauts if they're spending a long time away from Earth.
And how long is the trip to Mars?
It's about 6 to 8 months to get to Mars.
That's actually not that
That's
bad.
not too bad.
I, like,
we have boat cruises or whatever that are longer than that, right?
right? 6 to 8 months, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
not
just
terrible.
like a good size thing. That's like a couple of semesters, you know.
Yeah.
And you're not,
Before the universal
that's
credit
not
system,
so far that
some
you would have to be
humans had more
cryogenically
money
frozen.
than
It is a lot of Netflix
No.
movies to make it
It
through
is
for
a
that
lot of
flight.
Netflix.
That's a lot of.
I don't know.
The
Netflix
in-flight
needs to start
entertainment better
producing more
be
movies that we can
stellar.
be just...
Netflix doesn't need to keep producing more movies after I saw that Death Note. Hot take on Death Note. Y'all know! Don't you be sending me hate!
I haven't seen it. Should I not?
You should see the original anime. Don't.
Don't watch
And
the
if you watch the
remake.
movie, don't expect it to be anything really. Like, yeah.
Okay.
It's fun
Duly
for
noted.
it's fun for a
Duly
hate
death
watch.
noted.
I'll shake your hand for that one.
Thank
that
you.
deserves a handshake.
Yeah, I appreciate
So wait,
it.
so you would not be cryogenically frozen for the 6 to 8 month trip?
No, you don't need to be frozen for a 6 to 8 month trip unless you're sad. Like unless
What? What? Guys, I'm
You
sorry.
should be
I'm
able to
really
handle
sad
a
right now.
6
Can
to
you freeze
8
me? Can you freeze me?
I wish that's how we could deal with all sadness. Is just like
Freeze it?
freeze me.
Then you come back and you're sad and cold. I feel like that's worse. Like, oh, I'm still sad. And I'm really
And I'm
cold
really cold
now.
now.
That just makes me sadder.
I grew up in Minnesota. All sadness is supposed to be accompanied with freezing.
Wait, where'd you
and-
grow up in?
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Ah!
Oh yeah, you betcha, Minnesota.
Can you say boat?
Boat.
Boot.
Is that-
I did that completely for you.
I was gonna
no.
say, can you say boat normally?
It's a boat.
It's still kind of boat.
It's a boat.
A boat. A boat-ish.
About what?
Beautiful. It's great. Perfect. So
I never
there's no-
had an accent until I moved to college, though, on the East Coast.
Really?
And then so many people looked at me and went, "Oh, Minnesota? You're from Minnesota?" That I developed it just so that I could screw with them when I introduced myself.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
that
nice.
Minnesota thing is totally new.
So you just put it on. So you're just lying to your fellow
Well, no,
classmates.
at
So
this
like your
point-
classmates who are watching right now, because all of them are obviously, they're all like, oh my gosh,
Hello, Wellesley.
Abby is on GTLive. Like, let's drop everything. So you're revealing to your fellow classmates right now, Abby has lied to you. I feel like drama alert on YouTube. Let's get right into the new astronaut Abby, official astronaut Abby. Is lying to her
Are you
classmates at
gossiping
Wellesley.
about me to myself? Matt Pat is a huge gossip.
I'm not gossiping. I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
ex-
totally right
I'm
about
ex-
that.
Spreading gossip.
I'm doing what
about
I do on YouTube, exposing the truth.
No, she's right. In the meanwhile, I can't figure out
It
what
started
the
out
heck
as a
I'm
trick.
supposed to do.
Ready?
Now
Let's
it's
do it
natural.
together, Chris. Ready?
Oh my god.
Exposing the truth. That was good. That was good. That was good, Chris.
That was good. I have to.
Right?
I'm on the wrong end of this, but that was still good.
One more time. Ready? Go. Ready? Together. 1, 2, 3.
What are you guys even
That
I
was-
just feel like
that
we're
was-
doing like a
What
black
is even
stop
going
thing.
on
Like,
back there? Gosh.
Exposing the truth! So, Stephanie, what seems to be the issue here?
This guy
we
wants
help
2
you?
of something, and I've tried like 2 of everything.
He wants 2 of what now?
2 of something.
Hold it, look at
but you
that
don't
thing.
know
What
what the
is that
something
thing?
is.
I don't know. What is it?
Clipboard.
Oh,
Looks like a
man.
clipboard.
No, not that. This
He
stuff
wants
over here. This gray stuff.
2 of gray.
It's a
2
mystery.
of trash. It looks like a cup.
Mystery.
Like
It's
a
not.
squirt bottle.
It definitely looks like he wants a cup somewhere in there. Like it.
No, but this is like the mystery of like it doesn't.
But you gotta put it on the little ticket
Is that a
taker.
shoe? Do you
Scanner.
sell
You
shoes?
gotta. Have
here?
you been scanning
Oh,
it?
no.
Scan it. Boom. Wow.
Oh, good. That's done.
Boom.
Wow, that was amazing. Good teamwork, everyone.
Pro gamer
my.
skills.
There you go. Excuse me.
Not
Excuse
a-
me. Excuse me.
Nothing
Excuse
like a
me.
We're not the winner of the 2016 Streamy Award for Best Gaming Channel
There you
because
go.
flopping around.
You know. All right. Hey, I think I did it. I think I completed my. Oh, I didn't. Shoot.
So, well, don't worry. When you finish your job, there's an
God.
avocado
There's
in
another
it for you.
job.
No. Put
Isn't that how it
gross.
works? You finish
Put
one
that
job
thing
and you get
away.
another job?
I
don't
not,
know,
not
I'm-
in this
I'm a-
economy.
Maybe I'll
Am
get
I right?
promoted.
There you go. You know the drill. I'm gonna come back.
Get
Like-
it, win away.
That's the opposite of what we're going for. Okay. Here, let's one more into the chat.
You tried though, and that's what's important.
Ooh.
Like gold star, E for effort there.
This is okay. Sorry, I got.
I thought it was
this
E
is-
for everyone. Gosh.
I thought that
E
this
for
was.
everyone who puts in an effort.
I
every
thought it was
time.
T for theater, so now we all are confused.
Let's
This
just
is
throw
important.
more letters around.
This is the other. So we answer the fart question in the fart rooms in space.
Oh my god.
This is another important question on Twitter at Siddiq_Chad, SIDIK, Siddiq Chad. I have a PG-13 question for
Oh my.
Abby. PG-13
Uh-oh.
question.
I'm pretty sure I know what this is gonna be.
Will you
Oh,
marry me?
hit me
Wait,
with
Oh,
it.
man.
Hit
Well,
me
no,
with it.
what do you think it is?
Oh, it's definitely about sex in space.
Oh.
Is it not?
Do you get that a lot? Is that like
Really?
a-
Is that
I
a common
speak
question?
in classrooms. Every 8th grade boy in the country has asked me this
Oh.
question.
Really?
Every time I go to an
Boys,
8th grade
man.
class, I get asked this question.
Well,
Anywhere
we're
between
gonna have to
7th and
fill them out
10th grade,
anyway.
this question comes up.
So guys, if you're in 7th to 10th grade and Abby
Do
comes
not
to your
ask
school,
me that
think of
question.
something more original. My God.
Well,
It's been asked, it's been answered, it's out there.
I don't know what the answer is. What's the answer?
The answer is that you could. Logistically, it's difficult because no gravity. And the fact that there are only 6 people in space and that many of them are married means that it probably isn't going to happen, especially
Wow.
because they're all professionals right now.
Oh,
They're all
that's
people who are
good.
up there on a job, and there are cameras everywhere.
What happens in space stays in space.
That's absolutely
It's
not
like
true.
it's like Vegas.
I was
That's,
gonna say-
space is not Vegas.
in acting, like
I'm
in,
gonna completely nix this. That's not true.
You're right about the cameras everywhere.
Right,
There are cameras
I can
everywhere.
see, but then again,
here-
if you watch a season of Big Brother, they're stooping all over the place.
Well, that's the difference between Space and Big Brother, then, is one of the differences. Do you want to hear a
Well,
funny...
the only difference between space and the reality TV show Big Brother, stupid versus not
Not
stupid.
Do you want to hear a funny camera story from space?
Yes.
Don't we all? When Luca went to space,
no.
that's the astronaut that I worked as the Earth liaison for,
Okay.
he is bald, so
Okay.
he doesn't have any hair.
That would imply bald. Yes.
Is that what you get from the word bald? Okay, I'm just double
Yeah, no, absolutely.
checking here,
Yep,
just,
thank
you know,
you.
going back.
Thank you.
Redundancy.
It's great.
There was another astronaut up there, Chris, who, before Luca came up, shaved his head so that he would also be a bald white man of medium stature
Okay.
on the International Space Station, so that when they opened the hatch and Luca came from the Soyuz into the space station, he saw him and just started laughing because
Because it was too bald, man.
because there's two bald men. He was emulating him.
Ah!
And then here's the problem
Do
about that.
they look at all alike?
They look decently similar. I
Okay.
mean, but here's the problem with that is then the cameras.
I love this joke. I'm waiting for the punch. I'm excited for this punch. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the punch. Is that
You
another
asked
young
for a
person joke?
punchline.
Man, and you think my jokes are crazy?
Yeah, the young kids. I don't
Can
know.
I tell the end? It's good.
If you can get through your like raucous laughter.
Despite dealing almost
Yes, please.
exclusively in low-value
So for
products,
weeks afterwards,
convenience
before
stores
the
were
astronaut
often the
Chris's
target of
hair grew
robbery.
back in, anytime that the NASA ground control was watching the astronauts and the cameras in space and trying to give them instructions about what to do.
Yeah.
They would be like, Luca, Chris, we don't know who you are, but you need to go open this cabinet and press this sequence of buttons.
It's racist.
It was really confusing.
Can't tell a bald
for
white
them.
man apart from his fellow
From-
bald white man. Racist.
When you
Man.
look at the back of a bald
There's 6
head,
of them.
there's it's
Find
they all
a
look
bowl
the
or
same.
Yeah, but how puffy
I'm
is that
gonna
head?
say it that
Should-
bald
should be
white
the
heads
giveaway.
they generally look similar.
Wow.
Wow.
How dare you?
Wow,
How
man.
dare you?
I'm putting it out there. Wow. Yeah.
Bald white man.
From I guarantee you that
Every
if we
head
both
is
shaved
a
our heads,
unique
they would
flower.
look fairly
Is
similar.
it?
Every
How,
bald head is a unique
what
flower.
kind of evidence do you have to back up that statement?
Stephanie, that's not the way that you cook a burrito.
It looks like it's going pretty
Wow.
well to me.
It actually does look like it looks like a
I would
delicious.
eat that burrito.
Right? I would eat
Right?
that
I
I
burrito.
mean,
know.
does it have meat in it?
It's called
Like-
creativity. Abby knows about these kinds
Oh,
of things
it's
because
burnt.
in space they have to improvise.
Aaron Martinez
Fine.
on Twitter. Can I get a clap and a half for the best state in the U.S., Minnesota?
Hey!
Hey, Minnesota. Burrito
At
troubles.
Kurosaki15_271 says, I wonder how Steph's doing.
Yeah, I wonder
How you doing,
Steph's
Steph?
doing. Hold on.
Like, how's life
God.
going for
Oh,
you?
Come on.
You're-
On a broad,
What are you doing?
broad
God,
spectrum. What's
he
your-
has burrito troubles. I'm supposed to.
What are you doing? What are you doing with that guy?
I don't know.
What's the worst
He's just
burrito trouble
standing
you've
there.
ever had?
It's worst burrito
When you don't
trouble?
have enough burritos, that is the worst burrito trouble.
Worst.
Hey.
Oh, you had to hit him. Worst burrito troubles are those times when you go to Chipotle and they give you a little bit too much of the hot sauce, and then later
No
in the
such
day
thing as
you're
too much hot
experiencing
sauce.
post burrito troubles.
Come on, man. Yeah,
Things
no,
that we
here's
all
your
wish didn't
burrito.
happen.
Diamond Find at Diamond Find 7 wants to know what's the Wi-Fi password on the ISS.
Oh my God.
I don't know. That's a really good question. You know what?
Do they have
Diamond Find-
Wi-Fi?
I've never been asked that before.
Hey!
there's a new one!
Diamond Find!
Can we give her a clap and a half for that?
They can get a clap and a half for that.
Woo!
So
Thank you, Diamond Find. I will ask about that and give back.
why? But they have Wi-Fi. Do they have
They
Wi-Fi?
have internet, yes,
Who's
absolutely.
their service provider?
Satellites.
AT&T. Gosh, they have
The satellites are
everything.
going to be owned by someone, Chris Paul. Come on.
It's
Wait,
probably a
what?
military satellite.
Yeah,
honest.
we haven't hit socialism yet.
Hold on, wait.
Chris
Hold
is
on,
so
there we go.
sad
There
that
we
we
go.
haven't hit socialism yet.
Jason, give me my phone and I'll
Right,
text
hold on.
someone and get this to you by the end of the
There we go.
show.
There it is. Burrito.
All right,
It's a
let's
big,
see.
It's a big.
Gonna send this up the chain, y'all.
Okay, it's going up the chain. We're
Abby
going.
knows the big people. Are you friends with
I'm
Elon
texting
Musk?
SpaceX
That's
right
that's
now.
an important
We're
one.
going up the chain and it's getting off the chain as we find out what the Wi-Fi password is in the ISS and who the service provider is.
All right. How are we-
Satellites.
Matthew, how are we doing on time? Should I do one more? Or
You should do one more.
Okay, I'll do one more. Boom. All right.
Wow there. I haven't seen a mess this
nobody-
big since the human
nobody
uprising
deserves
of
a clap and a half.
2027. Hold on there, human. I have just
That's
the
at
thing.
Dark Omen on Twitter. Can I
Okay.
get a clap and a half? I stayed awake for the stream. It's 1:15.
Why
Oh,
don't
that's
you try it
nice.
out? The key
Aw,
is
that is
right
sweet.
there
Bashir
by the
Kadri
dial.
has the important
See?
question for me. Will you do a film theory on the Emoji Movie?
This microbot is designed to clean even the most disgusting human messes. Grab
Should we
the
do a film
controller
theory on
and
the
clean
Emoji
those
Movie?
stains around the store.
I
Yes.
can't believe that I actually just had to text someone and ask who's the Wi-Fi provider for
There will be
astronauts.
there will be a film theory on the Emoji Movie, but it won't be what you expect.
All right.
Okay. Tanya Roa at Tris_Roa says,
That's good
I've always
enough
wanted to be a
now,
doctor,
I
but
think.
after this
Just
stream,
hold
I want to
the
be a
key out
doctor
to
on
deactivate the
Mars.
robot, and
Ooh,
we'll move
that's
on to our next
awesome.
customer.
I hope to see you there. We're definitely going to need doctors on Mars because that's one of the things about going to Mars that is so cool is this idea of developing Earth independency. So that means that on that 3-year trip to Mars, because like we said, 6 to 8 months there, same amount of time back, but you also have to wait for the orbits to line up so that you can have that. So it ends up being about 3 years. We're going to need to be able to fend for ourselves, basically, when it comes down to it. So we'll need to have mechanics, mathematicians, doctors, all of those types of things.
Theater
Nail.
people.
Theater
Theater!
I was
You know
about
what?
to say,
Absolutely. Here's the thing about why
Stage
art is
management,
important is
theater,
this. Is because
electricians,
All of
and
that. right?
on the
What's
way
it-
to Mars
what's
you
it-
need to be
Moms.
and moms. Stage moms. That the
Stage moms.
biggest handshake there for Chris. Well done.
Wait, I actually have a related question. So I was actually going to ask Abby this when it came to when it came to the 8th grade boys question.
Oh man, we're going back to that?
So in theater, yeah,
Steph, are you an
absolutely.
8th grade boy?
So in theater, there's this, and in the movies, there's this thing called a showmance.
It's true.
Where you fall in love with the people who you work with on a movie
It's very
set
true.
because you spend a lot of time with them. Now we're talking about a 3-year trip to Mars, right?
Yeah.
So, is there such a thing as a spacemans?
It doesn't
do
sound
people
as good
spacemans?
as showmans, but I would say that they're on a 3-year trip to Mars. You can't help but care for your crewmates. You would definitely form
Maybe they're
emotional
just your
bonds
bros
with them.
because it's
Yeah, maybe
everyday
they're
bro.
maybe they're your bros and your sisses. Let's not be masculine normative.
Oh man, okay.
Or even
I mean,
further,
bro
let's just
is
call
a-
them
I was okay with
siblings.
it.
I don't know. I feel like PewDiePie's bro army consists of many.
Pardon, what is?
multiple genders.
Yeah, okay, let's go with it then. But
Okay.
did you just say Cutie Pie's?
PewDiePie.
He's a
Cutie
YouTuber.
Pie. Okay, I was
You ever heard of
definitely
him?
went
He's
straight to
largest
My Little
channel on YouTube.
Ponies. No, I haven't heard of him.
Oh man, oh
I
wait.
have, of course I have.
My cleaner bot is escaping. My cleaner
Are you
bot is
living on
escaping.
another planet?
Go cleaner
Not
bot.
yet.
Go. Aw, cleaner bot, no.
What are you doing?
I'm
Steph?
trying to escape the store with cleaner bot. Cleaner bot, go.
You
Go.
can't escape.
Escape. Do
Can
what
pick
I
up
cannot.
Cat
Do what
You
I
can try to
cannot.
pick up
Cleaner
Cat
bot.
Pat. Good
Oh,
luck.
Maybe I'll just join Cat Pat.
Sure, please.
Wait.
I think.
Can I just pick up this money off the floor? No, nothing? Alright, I'm done cleaner botting. I'm done.
Did you complete your job, Steph?
Yes.
Well
Done.
done. Task
Yes! Woo!
complete. Well done.
Awesome.
Good job, Steph.
Awesome. Yeah, I know. I'm an amazing store clerk, so if
I would
YouTube
hire
falls
you.
through,
I would hire you.
if owning my own business and being an entrepreneur and changing the face of digital video doesn't happen to, pan out, I can always become a store clerk. I feel so much better now.
At Johnny Mac 7328 says, I was here when you played this game before, and I got a shout out, but no clap and a half.
Woo,
Can I get a
hello.
clap and a half this time? You can. We apologize for our lack of or our oversight. Tar at Tarnished Dragon says Chris is earning his wages today with all that camera work.
Woo!
About time Chris did something to earn his wages. And lastly,
Scoot on
wait,
down.
hey, you get your celebratory
Oh,
avocado.
God, get
Yeah.
that thing out of here.
Please.
Oh, just
Please.
disgusting.
This is Stephanie's reward.
Oh.
Enjoy
At
your
this
avocado.
point, we
Gross.
both clicked on at various points, though. So
Just
Also-
move over.
Also, I think let's take it back to a serious question as we start wrapping things up here,
tell me
which
it's
is
just not from 8th grade boys, though.
Theorist Swampy Big Eye. I don't know what Theorist Swampy Big Eye's
I don't know, I
age
kinda like
or
it.
grade is. Even though I'm only in 7th grade, okay, I do know what Theorist Swampy Big Eye's age
Come on,
is.
prove me
7th
wrong
grade.
here.
I'm planning on going to
Please.
MIT.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Now I'm a scientist. Are there any jobs at NASA for robotics?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
Did you
yeah.
watch the Curiosity landing? We have literal robots on Mars right now.
Do you even curiosity, bro?
And cis.
and or cis?
And or cis. And or cis.
And or yes. That's true.
Let's
No.
not be gender normative
No.
or gender.
Hey, Sid,
Duality.
do you even Curiosity?
Oh, gender duelist?
It's a
Okay.
scale.
So yeah,
It's
there's a
weird being
lot of
outside of the
jobs
thing.
in robotics at NASA. I would say that that's a great path to be going down, especially if it's what you're interested in.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
That's what's most important, right? Is that it's something you're passionate about and excited about.
Yeah, you can't.
who
You
isn't
really
it
can't
not?
go into a hard field like that. Like any of those STEM fields, you have to be really into it.
As
You
a
have to be really
chemist, you
genuinely
probably know that
into it.
because chemistry degrees are hard.
They're tough. Yeah,
Theater.
they're a good one. So many actings.
Theater hard. You had
Theater
to learn
is hard. It's
you
a
had to
lot
learn
of hours you
You had
put
to
in.
learn 3 voices.
That's.
You had to learn your
Can
middle
you give
voice.
us?
You had to learn your wood voice. You had to learn your broken earth voice.
That's amazing, and you remember that after you retain so much.
Voice. 4 voices. Yeah,
I
just
took
got,
one.
it just
Whoa.
got even harder.
I thought it was easy when it was 3, but now that it's 4, it's way over
Are
the
you a
top.
pro theater person now that you've gotten 4 voices down?
One
Is
might
that-
call me a thespian.
He's
Are
sort
you-
of an ass
You're no longer
thespian.
a theater and
I'm
training.
no longer an ass thespian. I passed from ass thespian to full-fledged
to
thespian. No more asses involved.
Oh darn.
Right?
Maybe you're not a thespian can? Yeah.
Oh, Natasha at Natasha Sormaz on Twitter says has a cat who's polishing its claws for you or sharpening its claws for you. I'm a youngster and I use Twitter. I guess astronaut Abby needs to tell all
Oh,
the YouTubers
man.
to change where they ask their Q&As. Oh, shots fired!
I
Oh,
take
man.
it back. I think that you guys on Twitter are great. I love all of my Twitter followers. I'm just saying that statistically speaking, Twitter is less common amongst the young folks.
Statistically, she's right.
Thank you, Steph.
She's totally right.
But that
We
means
tell people that all
that
the
it's still a good place to be.
I'm gonna sit
Yeah.
my Cascade Ice.
Shout
on
out
the
to all of
side.
you who are sticking
Hey,
with
that's
Twitter,
not your
because I'm on
Cascade
Twitter.
Ice.
You should
get
go find me at
avocado on my
Astronaut Abby
computer
on
and then
Twitter.
You drink all my Cascade Ice. Not sponsored. All right, you guys.
Wait, Stephanie, or sorry, Abby was doing a shameless plug for herself.
I was.
Oh, I was gonna give her an opportunity to do that as
Well,
the
she was-
stream is
well,
ending.
I already
she was-
went for
well,
it.
she was
I
seizing
straight
an
up
Do
grabbed
it. Do
it.
it now, girl.
Please.
All you youngsters and not youngsters out there on Twitter.
All you
should
people
go
watching
ahead
Grandpa on the couch right now.
and find me on Twitter. It's Astronaut Abby. There is a lot of space news and some not so shocking wit. It's decent content.
Decent
Nice.
content.
Decent.
So you have
I don't want to
She-
talk it up too much.
you have
It's-
wit
it's
and space
decent
news.
Yeah.
If you
Wow.
want to follow the person,
And I post pictures of an astrobiology lab where we're studying extremophile bacteria that could live on Mars.
can I hit
The
you up?
wittiest
That's also
space
cool.
news you'll ever see, you
Can
guys.
I hit you up on the old person's Twitter with all my 8th grade questions about space?
It already happens, so go for it.
Great, awesome.
Awesome.
Or your
Awesome.
fellow neighbor question.
Yeah, can I hit
Oh,
you up?
neighbor
there we
question.
go.
Can I hit you up to translate my Russian?
Translate
Yes,
to
send me your Russian. Send me your Russian.
Really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, hold up. Wait, hold up. Can we pull where?
And if you have any
Do I have-
questions
do I
in
have a screen I can pull up? Because I want you to translate this for
if
me.
you have any questions, no, send them to me on Twitter. We'll start creating Twitter dialogue.
There we go.
Hold up, here we go. Here it is.
If you have any questions in Mandarin, you can also send
Ooh,
those to me.
yeah, you speak
All of you out there who
Humble
speak
brag.
Mandarin.
Yeah, right. That was
Not so
definitely
humble brag.
Another good plug there. Let's see.
Hold up.
It's almost like you're prepared to speak with other people on the International Space Station.
Right? That sounds
I hadn't even
good.
thought of it that way.
There you go. That's what I'm here for. They keep me around for things like
He
that.
points the
Amazing.
camera and
It's
occasionally
amazing.
makes
Wait,
Okay.
can you
stunning
translate
leaps
this?
of logic.
Can
First.
you translate this?
It might be a bit scrambled.
Are you sure
might
that
be
a
a lot
Russian wrote
scrambled.
this?
I am 100% positive that a Russian wrote this.
Okay.
What are you seeing right now?
Borta Shalapovat
She's got this. That's good so far.
This sounds legit.
Sorry.
I don't think she's actually making this up. I think she's actually saying sounds. I totally believe this.
It's
Tell all your
phonics.
Russian followers out there, tell you what I'm really saying.
Borscht. I heard borscht. in
Borscht.
there.
Oh, it's about beets. It's about beet
It's
soup,
not
you
about
guys.
beets. I wish it were
Beet
about
soup,
beets.
20
I like
miles.
beets.
That's what it says.
It's
So,
borda.
So what does that mean?
I'm not sure.
No. Wait.
No.
God, Russian.
Borda
Really?
Shalapovat Zravoni Tori.
Do you see any
Actual words?
i-
Is it
on
just
that
scrambled?
sign,
Oh,
or does it look
absolutely.
scrambled?
No, here's the thing is that you can recognize it because borda is a word. I'm definitely familiar with that. I think it has something to do with like, sounds similar to the word for sour, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Shalapovat is in the right format for a verb. It has a miyakiznak at the end and an at miyakiznak.
Cool.
And-
so it's not peach
This
now.
is totally legit. Like she's saying stuff, and I think it makes sense. Like that's, oh yeah, the ijnakishnak.
Right?
Miyakiznak.
Ijnaki
Miyakiznak.
Snacky
You can just call it a soft sign.
snacky snacks. Okay.
If my Russian teacher ever heard this, she would straight up keel over dead.
Well, hopefully no one from your
Nah,
college
yikes.
sees
She
this
doesn't
because
want
then they'll
you to
find
know
out that
this
you've been
stuff.
lying and that I'm horrible at Russian.
Izvinite,
man.
Algov. No, izvinite.
Yes, apologies.
That.
So wait,
Yikes.
and so anything like how would we go about translating this?
It's the Vravnoi Chori is a location because it's a v, which means at or in.
Okay.
So it's in Ravoni Chori. I just don't know where that is or what that's supposed to translate to, but it's definitely saying it's in that place.
So it's an actual location.
Yeah, it's a location. I would say.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Oh man, I have so much more Russian from this game that I need
Okay,
you
great.
to like waste your time on. It'll be great.
Awesome.
It'll be good for my Russian education as well. You
We've
know, I
got
only
the
have 2
Russian
more
hookup
years
now, you
to
guys.
finish that up.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
congratulations. That's amazing.
So
I'm at the halfway point
So
in
yeah, so how
college.
fluent are you in Russian?
I would say that I'm conversationally fluent. I spent the summer in Siberia last summer
Yeah.
and was able to get by pretty easily. Like I could purchase stuff in stores and talk to people that I met on the beach and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to understanding every word that I see or being
Translating
able to
obscure video
read,
games.
yeah, translating obscure video games or reading Tolstoy or anything like that, it's a little shakier.
All right.
Yeah.
And when you saw people on the beach in Siberia, was it like through 8 layers of like fleecy coats
Yep.
because it's in summer.
Who's at the beach and all?
In
Siberia, not the Arctic.
I mean, I think it's
cold.
you're practically an Eskimo
not that
up there.
cold.
Let's face it.
How cold is it?
It was like 60s, like mid
Really?
60s,
What?
70s when I was in Siberia. Yeah. Wow. It's the same
Siberia's
as,
got a real serious branding problem.
I know,
'Cause
Siberia.
when I'm
You
in
need to.
Siberia, I'm like, oh
you need
yeah.
to put out some more tourist
Yeah.
pamphlets about this.
But here's the
60-degree
thing
weather
is
you're
that
getting.
in the winter it's exactly how you would imagine.
Oh, that's a bummer. All right.
Welcome to
So it's a
balmy
little
Siberia.
rougher, but the summers are beautiful. I mean, there's flowers everywhere, and it's quite nice. I would
right.
highly recommend traveling to Siberia in the summer.
Well, there you
Not
go.
sponsored.
You were gonna go to Hawaii, guys, but forget it. Siberia is the place to
The
be.
beautiful beaches of
is.
Siberia.
Yeah,
You
head
heard it
on
here.
over to Lake Baikal.
Yeah, can we sell a brand deal to the Siberian
To all of
tourist industry?
Siberia.
We'll go visit the Siberian
let's hit
theorists.
up Putin.
They're out there.
Someone grab his email. Let's
There
hit
we
up
go.
Putin and
There
be
we
like,
go.
hey, we'll promote ya.
All right.
Amazing. All right. So Abby, shamelessly promote yourself one more
Yeah,
time.
let's hear it
Shamelessly
again.
promote.
Where
All
can
right.
we find you?
Go
Where
ahead
can
and
they
find
you?
me at Astronaut Abby on pretty much any social media channel out there, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them, as well as at astronautabby.com. You can also find the nonprofit that I run called, wrong side,
That one.
Right?
the Mars
There it is.
Generation.
You gotta learn your left from your right when you're in space.
It's
got it.
hard when you're watching the camera and it's, the Mars Generation
Right.
on any social media channel as well as the marsgeneration.org. We'd be happy to have you join us.
And what does the Mars Generation do, real quick?
The Mars Generation is a STEM and space advocacy org, so
Wait, you have theater shows?
no.
Nope.
Not that
Advocacy.
kind of STEM.
Nope, not STEM.
Although
No,
we
not
do
that one.
encourage young people to advocate in their communities and be ambassadors for space and STEM education in their communities. And the way you do that is up to you. So it might be through
It could
theater.
be through interpretive dance.
That would
everyone.
be an amazing thing to have in the Mars Generation. You missed your calling as
Oh,
a
man.
professional dancer. Wow.
There it is. There it is. So anyway, that's Astronaut Abby, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for sweating it out here. And now you know that if things don't happen to work out in space,
I cannot be a cook.
you can, maybe cooking is not the right direction for you, but there are lots of things you can try.
Now I know.
Yep, exactly.
Well, thank you,
can,
Steph,
you
for
can
having
teach
me.
Russian. No problem. Like I said, Matthew has now been permanently replaced.
We're your new hosts.
Hey, we do this thing where we like to
Matthew's
say
just-
goodbye in the chat. Would you
Okay.
like to join me in saying goodbye to the chat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that sounds awesome. We'll say goodbye quickly and then
Before
we'll,
Matt Pat
and
breaks
then
the
we'll
rest
get
of the
into
studio,
car and go to the
yeah.
hospital. Yeah, okay, all right. Skip still
Stay
doesn't
down.
care. It's okay. Just don't worry about it.
It's fine. All right, what do we do?
Candy Aura says bye, and you just read off people's names and you say
Oh,
goodbye.
lovely. To Lalo Farrow, it's not hello, it's goodbye. I'm
Yep.
sorry.
And Jackson Meek, it's also goodbye. There we go. Minty Kittens says bye.
Mr. Fox, thank you for
Oh.
subscribing.
Tell Abby I subscribed to her. Yeah,
Ah.
awesome. Woo! And